Hey everyone, my name is Rapid64, and I am. You're getting food.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room.
Hold on. Let me. Can I
Once
pause?
he got there, she killed him immediately.
Let me pause. Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Rapid64, and this is Eden's Garden Part 3. I think it might be 4. I don't know. Basically, we're at the end of Chapter 1. Where we're trying to find the climax of the case. Little situation, I didn't save last time, so we're gonna have to replay the first, I already did the first half, where I the ending point where we left off last time. So we're gonna have to replay a little bit. I gotta figure out what we did last time, but it's fine. It's a good recap for Spruce, and it's a good recap for me. Okay, so to quickly explain, shit.
Then she fled.
She
the
killed him
crime scene.
immediately. No, that's wrong because... Knife, taser. I'm gonna taser at the scene of the crime. 88.
Hoping the rest of us would
Suspicious
never learn
note.
the truth.
Okay. So I got taser gun, I got knife, I got Grace's testimony.
Wolfie was only trying to
What was
keep us
Grace's
together.
testimony? Wolfgang was... No, that's not it. Basically... she's under fire right now, and we gotta get her out, because everyone's ganging up
If
on
you
her.
don't
They
have
think
an
she murdered
alibi.
her.
Then you obviously did.
What's her alibi?
But I wanted to believe so badly.
Grace's testimony, knife, taser gun, suspicious note, fetch quest. She, her, Wolfgang.
If this goes on any longer,
No,
I'm gonna be
Wolfgang
sick.
is a dude.
What are we waiting for then? Let's
what the
get this
hell
over
was
with
it?
and vote.
She's very mad because she actually really liked Wolfgang as a dude. Zane? How is this possible? It can't be possible unless...
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he
It
got
might
there,
be this one.
she killed him immediately.
Then she fled the crime scene.
She killed him immediately. Taser gun, suspicious note. A note discovered inside Wolfgang's blazer pocket. The paper was damaged by the water. I think it's
Hoping rest of us
the
would
suspicious
never
note.
learn the truth.
Maybe?
How could you, Diana?
Suspicious note. Paper was damaged by the water, smudging most of the ink. Secret, close the door. I don't know.
Never murder Wolfgang.
I have
can't.
an alibi.
If you don't have an alibi...
Then you obviously did.
Taser gun, knife,
But I
Grace's testimony.
wanted to believe so badly that you were innocent. Why didn't I see you for who you were?
She
if
did
this
not
goes
have
on
an
any
alibi.
longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Let's get
Killed
this
her
over with
immediately
vote.
and didn't have an alibi. What?
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room.
Knife.
Once he got there,
Great.
she killed him immediately.
Then she fled
Fetch
the crime
quest.
scene.
What was the fetch quest? I literally don't remember. I don't remember anything. Ingrid, I don't know where she briefly encountered Wolfgang in the hallways. Ingrid overheard bits and pieces of Tashika and Wolfgang's conversation in her room. She's fairly confident it happened around 8:10 a.m. Wolfgang's neck. Okay, taser gun. Found a taser gun at the scene. We can't do anything with it. A note discovered in Wolfgang's blazer pocket. The smudging 8:15 a.m. Okay, so knife. A knife found floating in the water on the blade and in the surrounding water was the unmistakable color of blood. While inspecting the kitchen, discovered a knife block inside the cabinets. This block just happened to be a large missing knife. Wolfgang was to attend the tournament with Grace, but had to cancel. What the fuck is it? Damn it, I missed my chance. If I can't get anyone this case, I don't know what this. I don't know what this. I don't know what to do.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room.
Okay.
Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she fled
I think
the
it's the
crime scene,
immediate thing, but I
hoping the rest
can't.
of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana?
I'm gonna try knife on immediate. Because Wolfgang didn't get killed immediately. Never murdered Wolfgang. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to get to the point where we were last time, and then I'll explain everything.
Diana was. Once he got there, she killed him immediately. That doesn't mean.
Shit.
Diana
Okay.
was the one who lured.
I'm just gonna try everything.
Then she
Okay,
fled the
taser
cri-
gun, that doesn't work.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Oh, it was
No,
that.
that's
It was
wrong.
that. I thought I tried that. Okay, cool. Alright. Now we got past that.
Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh shit. I forgot about this part. She's really mad. She really likes
Fuck is the
Wolfgang.
bullet?
My
Then I.
Okay, and then we're gonna enter a sword battle. Boiler room doorknob. It's the
I
doorknob, I'm
don't give
pretty
a
sure.
damn what Diana says. Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died.
That's fair.
How can the killer be anyone but her?
Shut the fuck up, sword fight me.
I don't give a damn what Diana says. Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died. How can the killer be anyone but her?
And do I advance? Okay, cool.
If Diana lured Wolfgang downstairs, why would she take over an hour to kill him?
We're about to hit like a
It doesn't
benchmark.
make sense. Not when there's a risk of someone else entering the boiler room.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Boom. Look at that. No
Okay.
intruders. Now take your argument and shove it up your ass.
Yeah. She's the ultimate golfer, by the way. I'm gonna go through everyone in a second. Okay.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door.
No, you can't because the fucking doorknob was switched around. Okay, I remember now. The internal monologue goes crazy. Yes. Okay, cool. We're just skipping past. What was the question? How did Diana escape the boiler room? It was the hairpin. Because she's a cosmologist. It's like she's the ultimate makeup artist or whatever, so she always has a hairpin on her.
Near the
So she lockpicked with a hairpin. Why could someone else lock the door? Someone else locked the door. Maybe it's just because he's not Bryce Papenbrook.
someone else must have locked
Yeah, I
it.
forgot about that. These are all like, this is like an indie game, so all these voice actors are just like people in the community. Okay. We did it. Oh, don't say Bryce Papenbrook is awesome. Unless it's sarcasm in front of Spruce.
Has all this murder hubbub left your head in a tizzy?
Yes. Alright. Cool. Can I... Alright. Let me explain to everyone, mainly just Spruce, what has happened, because I just skipped past everything. This is me, the ultimate debater, Damon. I've been trapped with 17 high school students, and we are been forced to kill each other. Someone has died. Wolfgang Akire, the ultimate lawyer. He likes daytime TV and gold. He does not like alcohol and lies. But basically, he was found in the boiler room. His hands electrocuted. A big pain in the back of his neck. and you know, he looked decrepit. Basically, it all started when everyone got each other's blackmail. Basically, it was a fun game of like, this person would get this person's blackmail and this person would get this person's blackmail, and no one knows who had whose blackmail. No one knew. I had Wolfgang's blackmail, which was about his dad being a fucked up guy. I don't know who has my blackmail, but basically everyone has each other's blackmail. We don't know who. So we were all told to meet each other in secret with the person we have blackmail of, so we can give it to them and, you know, try to make things right and not like risk someone dying. But it seems like someone gave Wolfgang a note. Hey, I have your blackmail. Come to the boiler room at this time. And then he did, and then he died. And then and then we were all doing this thing. While this is happening, we're having a Smash Bros. Tournament because the Ultimate Gamer, the Ultimate Pro Gamer, wanted to host a Smash Bros. Tournament, but the power went out. There was a huge blackout during the event. So we had to go to the boiler room to find the generator, like a backup power generator, to turn the power back on. And we did. We found it. Then we found Wolfgang, his dead body in the boiler room. And so now we were discussing who did what, who's who. And then let's see. And who's who. And then we were going around in circles, like who did what, you know. Let's see. And then we went, we discovered that, what's up? She's all the way next to me. Diana. She's the ultimate cosmologist, the ultimate, like, fashionista, I guess. Like, she's really good at makeup and hairstyling and, like, basically the ultimate cosmetic person. Turns out that she was in the room, in the boiler room, when Wolfgang died. And, you know, it was this huge reveal of, like, you were in the room when it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. And she's been trying to hide it this entire time, but now she's gonna say why. She's gonna explain herself. She was in the room when Wolfgang died, and she said, I think, quote, all I could do is watch. All I could do was watch him die. So we're gonna see what that's about right now. But first, Tozu.
Welcome, one and all, to the first episode of Tozu's Tea Time. If you haven't already, please sit back and relax.
This is the halfway
Here,
point.
we do
This is
not
where I
use our
left last
brains,
time.
But deal only in gossip. Now, a question from me to you.
Okay.
What are sheep good at, if anything?
Providing wool.
Most humans, and some sheep, tend to respond with a resounding absolutely nothing. Sheep
No.
cannot create art or invent medicine. For goodness sake,
Everything
they can't even
is
perform
good, is
music.
important to our
Their limited
ecosystem.
speech and quadrupedal locomotion prevents them from reaching the heights of humans. They're practically glued to the lower echelons of the food chain. No matter how hard sheep may try, they will never be anything more than their number tags. I can't say I like
really
that
hate that
answer.
line.
Too pessimistic for me.
Of course.
Plus, what of the sheep who still try?
He's a goat, by the way.
The sheep who realize their fate but continue to challenge it all the same. That they can be so determined to prove their worth when humans have all but deemed them microwavable meals.
That's so.
Isn't that something admirable?
I suppose.
What a shame our sheep had to be so misguided. Hmm? It seems that's about all the time we have. Thank you again for attending Tozu's Tea Time. No need for extravagant farewells.
Bye-bye.
I've an inkling you'll be back for tea sooner than you can say Jack Robinson. Who's Jack Robinson? I have no idea. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta, Tozu. Objection,
Diana.
Mrs. Green.
Now's your chance to defend yourself.
So yeah, here we
What
are.
happened?
Let me get off auto.
Where do I even start, though?
I don't know, maybe with saying that you didn't kill
How
him?
about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Yeah, I've been trying to get my voice for him down. How about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Why I went there? It was 'cause of a note.
A note?
2 days ago, someone slid one into my room. I never got to see who. I just heard a knock. And when I walked over, there was a note under my door.
Don't say he, him, green, because that's me.
I don't remember any of this.
Sorry. It was midday-ish, and you weren't there at the time. And I didn't show you the note later because, well, I'll just read you what it said.
Diana, as you are aware, it is our obligation to speak with those whose blackmail we obtained. After receiving your blackmail and reading the information disclosed in it, I believe a meeting between the two of us is warranted. In 2 days' time, please come underground boiler room to the underground boiler room at 8:45 a.m. Make sure to arrive promptly and close the door behind you. To avoid disclosure, do not show this letter to anyone. Do not approach me about it either, even in private. There's always a chance someone can hear. Wolfgang.
Wolfie wrote this?
Well, no, maybe?
Wolfgang had Diana's blackmail? But didn't he have Jean's?
Yeah, like, I don't think everyone's, like, checking each other's signatures. Like, I think there's some forgery happening.
Hold on a sec. If you take a closer look,
Yeah,
the
okay.
handwriting on that note.
Yeah, what do you think
Doesn't
of the
it
guy?
resemble the handwriting on Wolfgang's note?
Does it actually?
You're actually right. Even though Wolfgang's note has been water damaged, the words I can make out were in the same messy scrawl as Diana's here.
Then someone else was posing as Wolfgang?
Or Wolfgang wrote both.
The killer, most likely. They must have thought his word was the only one Diana would follow.
Guess it worked, huh?
I didn't want to show this note earlier. Because I was scared of how people would try to twist it.
Yeah, okay, first of all, warranted. Second of all, I think everyone here just if you are innocent, lay down all your cards on the table. If you are not innocent, you should be the only one hiding stuff. We will figure it out. I know we're gonna die if we get this wrong, but we're not gonna get this wrong. Just everyone lay things out on the table, and we could work from there.
Like saying I faked the note, or that I decided to kill because of it. I thought it would be better to just stay quiet.
I mean, to be fair, I thought the same thing. Well, Damon did. I didn't.
I know you guys think I'm stupid for agreeing to meet in a place like the boiler room.
No, you're not stupid.
I am. I am stupid.
You're not stupid. You just made a stupid decision. Being stupid and being they're two different things.
Didn't want to disappoint Wolfgang. In case he really did write the note.
Why are we all respecting this guy? Like, what did he really do, really?
Which was why I left my room around 8:40 a.m. and went downstairs.
Did you catch any strange movement down there?
He was an asshole. If you go back in the VODs, he was an asshole to me specifically. Me and Eva. He was just like, why are we here with the ultimate debater and the ultimate liar? Why are we letting them in the group? Why should we let them participate? He was making everyone gang up on us. Dude, he was like fucking mean, dude.
No, it was just me. I did find the boiler room door hanging open a little bit, but I didn't think much of it. I just went inside and closed the door behind me, since that's what the note asked me to do.
Okay.
What did you see inside the boiler room?
The boiler room was really dark. So the first thing I noticed was actually the security camera light.
Okay.
My eyes had to take a few seconds to adjust to everything else. But after that, I finally saw him. Wolfgang was lying in the water, making these weird noises. It didn't seem like he'd even notice me entering the room.
I will say, I do admit,
Not until
he looks great
Wolfgang?
there. He looks good. Oh, they added fucking reverb. So something I noticed, he has a sheep pin. I think our character has like a snake pin. Wait, is my PNG tuber crashed? Hold up, let me reboot him. Hold up. Don't worry, guys. Hold up. Hold up. Can I not full screen? Hold up. Let me get humorous in this so he could react to all this fine stuff. No, but he looks great in this. As a straight guy, yeah, no. He looks pretty nice. Obsessed with characters that have a very set hairstyle who end up with it messy. I don't know how to, I guess. Also, sorry for anything you might hear in the background. Alright, cool.
Hearing his name seemed to snap him out of his trance, because he slowly rose to his feet. Wolfgang, are you okay?
Oh.
It's you.
Huh?
I can't believe it. I really am finally meeting you.
What do you mean?
Please, forgive me.
What?
Please forgive me for what I've become.
What?
Wolfgang?
Despite how hard I tried, and how much I wanted it to be true, I could never become you.
Huh?
I will always be a failure.
What?
It's okay, Wolfgang. Look! There's stairs over here. Come over here and we can get out.
What the hell's happening?
I have no idea if he didn't hear me, or if he was just ignoring me. Okay. I'll get closer to you then.
Oh.
I went over to the ledge of the platform, the part where the fence had a gap. Just take my hand, okay? And I'll
She's
pull you
so
out.
sweet. She's so sweet. I love her. In the past VODs, I've been just like fangirling over her. She's so nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, Wolfgang, what's up? What's on your mind?
Slowly stumbled over, and he held my hand. I didn't really think I could pull him out. I just wanted to be there for him. It was the best I could do, because I didn't want to enter the water. Staying on the platform felt so much safer. And I really, really hate that it did.
He is hot? I can see it, yeah.
It's okay, Wolfgang. We'll get through this together, all right? I was looking at him when I said that. I was looking right at him. But somehow...
Oh shit. His eyes.
Somehow I didn't think to react.
Yeah, there it
And
is.
he reached inside his blazer.
Oh, that's a really nice sprite.
Bring her back.
Bring who?
Bring her.
I tried to leave the room, but the door was locked.
No.
I didn't know what to do. I started looking around for things to defend myself with. And that's when I saw the gun.
No!
The taser gun?
Oh no!
Did you use it?
I took the taser and I aimed it at Wolfgang. And I couldn't do it.
Oh.
I couldn't shoot him. I just backed away from him.
What the fuck?
I couldn't understand anything. Why was this happening to me? Why was I being attacked? Why can't I do anything to...
I'm not like you. I'll never be like you. I won't give up until the world knows. I won't give up until everyone knows me as...
Boom! Sorry, that was my own personal spin on it.
All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me. Except Wolfgang.
Oh, that goes kind of hard though.
In those few seconds, he became pitch black. And then, so did everything else. Even though I didn't see Wolfgang fall over, I heard it. His body cracking against the pavement. And his knife falling into the water. I waited for the gasp of pain, for him to groan or mumble or say something. But there was nothing. There was just me and the silence. That's how it happened.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? That's what I'm talking about, dude. What the hell is that? What do you mean? You didn't shoot the taser? The taser then who shot it? It was shot. Desmond's fucking said that the taser was for sure shot. I don't like Kai. You like him. You like him. Spruce, I am gonna say you should watch the other two VODs because I think you will really like a lot of the characters and then like just like this stuff.
That man attacked you?
Oh my goodness, Diana,
Yeah, of course I do.
lost for words.
It's probably end of game stuff,
This
but
is getting too much for me, bros. I think I'm gonna faint.
oh, you don't want to believe it, do you? Not at all.
Holy shit. So Diana really did watch Wolfgang die.
Why was he so violent towards her? It's like he became an entirely different person.
The word you're looking for is crazy.
Despite how hard I've tried and how I wanted it to be true, I could never become you. Why would Wolfgang say those words in that particular moment?
How'd you manage to escape the boiler room after all that?
By picking the door's lock.
For reals?
I wasn't even thinking. I just started feeling my way back to the door in the dark. And then, well, my supply bag. I remembered the spare hairpins I always kept inside. So I felt around the bag and dug one out. To be honest, I have no idea how I managed to unlock the door. The whole thing was repeated trial and error. Just minutes of me telling myself that somehow this next attempt will finally work.
Whoa! Actually unlocking the doors. That's like hitting a bullseye blindfolded.
Now we know why it took so long for her to escape.
I realized why it happened. Getting trapped inside, I mean.
You're being framed.
The door's lock was on the outside. So, someone must have set the lock before I came downstairs. So that when I closed the door, I'd be trapped.
The lock is normally on the inside too. The killer purposely flipped it. As for why the killer locked the door to begin with.
It was to frame Diana, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The killer made Diana trap herself inside the boiler room, so they could kill Wolfgang in front of her, and force her to remain by his body. Had their plan worked, Diana would only be able to escape if someone from outside entered the boiler room. By which point, that someone would be stumbling across what looks like a cut-and-dry murder case.
If the tournament folk found Diana, they would have been playing right into the killer's hands.
Speaking of which, Diana, I'm curious to know, did you unlock the door before or after the tournament attendees arrived downstairs?
It sort of happened at the same time.
Okay.
Like, when I opened the door, there were already people walking down the stairs. Obviously, I couldn't stay inside the boiler room.
Gay-ass librarian, he looks so stupid to me.
Close to Wolfgang's body, the hallway was a bit easier to make out in the dark. So I walked over to a wall bordering one of the storage closets and hid behind it. And stayed as quiet as possible.
Being so sneaky just to put
I was
some
still bleeding a little from Wolfgang's cut, though.
Oh.
And some of that blood ended up dripping onto the floor around me.
This is such a good shot! Oh my god!
It's the blood on the underground floor! It's all coming together!
This was shortly before us tournament goers split up. And you made a run for it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Down the hallway, up the stairs, and then
She
as
looks so
quietly
cool.
as possible into my room. Since everything was still really dark, I had to patch myself using the Tozu Trinket's projection as my light. I realize this is a lot, and I know it's hard to believe without proof.
Let's think it through.
So,
it was so
if you guys could just give me a second.
Reaching into her makeup bag, Diana pulled out a wipe and began scrubbing at her arm.
I cleared up the blood pretty fast. Luckily for me, the cut wasn't that deep.
Of course, Wolfgang wouldn't know how to cut someone
There's
that
still
well.
a chance it may leave a scar, though.
Holy crap! That's awful!
It's okay. I'll cover it back up again.
Why did Wolfgang attack you for no reason?
Okay, to be fair, there's never not a reason to attack someone in this, but I get it.
I wouldn't say it was for no reason.
You're being kind of insensitive, man.
Huh? I didn't mean it like that. What I'm trying to say is, Wolfgang's actions may look random from an outsider's perspective, but from his perspective, well, judging by his behavior, it seems like he saw something which shook him to his core.
Like, there was something in the room that Diana didn't see?
That's impossible! It was only me and Wolfgang in the boiler room!
I don't believe Jean meant it in a literal sense.
Wolfgang literally saw something?
He thought he saw something, is my point.
You mean he had been hallucinating?
I had a feeling that he didn't know he was talking to Diana.
What did Wolfgang hallucinate for him to turn out the way Diana described?
You'd be surprised by the sort of things our minds can invent. I'm lucky to have never experienced anything myself, but I know some who have hallucinated nasty things. Demons and monsters. Or the feeling of being tortured. If Wolfgang went through something similar, I can see why he lashed out.
Now what the heck is going on at sea?
Of course, these hallucinations don't just happen out of the blue. More often than not, they're substance-induced.
Substance-induced?
Oh, the fucking lab! The fucking pharmacy!
Just say Wolfgang took a hallucinogenic.
Hallucinogenics?
One which induced a lot of fatigue, too, judging by the way he lumbered about in Diana's account.
I can't remember, but who was in the pharmacy and what did they take? I know we all went into there together, but we all left it unguarded for like a few days. And then Toshiko, the tiny one, she grabbed medication for Ingrid, the blacksmith, because of her cough.
It would explain why Wolfgang mostly stayed in one place.
One place, which happened to be in the water.
Seems very deliberate. Aye. I reckon the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious in order to drag him into the water, but knew he would eventually wake up again. So they drugged him with something which would basically make him despondent. As for where the drug came from...
Oh no! Don't tell me the killer robbed...
I knew exploring it was a bad idea.
Yeah, we found an entire pharmacy which had a bunch of medication.
It? What's this it we're talking about?
The pharmacy, obviously.
One place, like
Why the heck
one
did we
piece.
think leaving that place open was a good idea? Now someone's stolen an item and drugged Wolfgang. Fuck! I knew our promise was too good to be true.
No, Kai.
I can't trust any of you guys.
Kai, snap the fuck out of it.
And don't say Wolfgang drugged himself. Who wants to be tortured by demons?
Well, first of all, that is completely in the realm. I don't think that's what happened, but I feel like drugging yourself is completely in the possibilities here. Like we're a bunch of high school kids in a very stressful environment. This is just the American education system. Of course they're gonna want to drug themselves.
Well, stranger people do exist.
Yes, thank you.
That's rich coming from you.
Okay, Kai, I need you to be put on a timeout. Why do you have a lock on, like, where are you going? Who's gonna take you? You're fine. It's just as I predicted. Exploring the pharmacy ended up paving the way for murder. Should I have made more of an attempt to stop people from exploring? Back then, all I did was... With cautious yet determined expressions, the students entered the newly opened pharmacy. Giving everyone unrestricted access to medication sounded like a disaster in the making. But having already evoked the group's ire after speaking my mind before, I wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. I just stay quiet and let them do their thing. Then again, nobody would have listened to me. Especially not with Wolfgang in control.
If we know where the perpetrator got their chemicals, I guess our next step is figuring out how they did the drugging.
Wolfgang, open wide.
Agreed. It would help us better understand the timeline of events, and potentially even validate Diana's testimony.
Sounds like you guys can leave this one to me.
Okay.
I'm the kind of person who knows someone back to front the moment I meet them. If you haven't already realized, I've gone and read this killer like an open book.
Alright, buddy.
You're the last person I trust to reach a correct conclusion.
Just you wait! The second you hear what I gotta say, you'll be eating those words!
I'll make you eat those words! Sorry. There are some drugs and some ham. Pinning down how Wolfgang was drugged may validate Diana's testimony. The question is, how did the killer drug him? Thin piece of metal. Wait.
I bet the killer took a pill.
Nah.
Forced Wolfgang to swallow it.
Whoa.
Just jab him at that point.
Odd smell. Oh, they burned it. Oh.
Make him swallow a pill.
No, it was the odd smell.
There was no proof they restrained him.
Didn't the killer
There was
knock
an odd
Wolfie out? Maybe that was their way of restraining him.
You can't force an unconscious person to swallow a pill.
What if
Why-
it was
why
a
not?
drug? You don't need to eat.
Yes.
Like an inhalable.
If Wolfgang inhaled something, there should have been...
I bet the killer took a pill.
Thin piece
Forced
of
Wolfgang to
metal.
swallow it.
Alright, then it's,
How would...
okay. I think it's either one of these two. Is Wolfgang's neck on... Oh, so why can't you do that? Why can't you just, like, drop a pill in someone's throat?
Oh yeah, like a powder.
Okay.
Took a pill. Forced Wolfgang.
Just jab him.
Yes, you can. They will breathe it in. Oh, cheese, fancy cheese.
When Wolfgang's wounds were discussed earlier, it was mentioned he had a tiny red dot below the bruise on his neck. During the investigation, I thought this dot was a scab from a mole or pimple. But knowing Wolfgang was drugged, it's clear to see what it really is. A puncture wound.
Considering the timeline of events, an injection would check out. If Wolfgang got drugged a little after 8:15 a.m., and was already feeling the effects when Diana arrived at 8:45 a.m. Then we're dealing with something which entered his bloodstream in under 30 minutes.
That's pretty observant.
Any normal pill would have taken, probably an hour to dissolve.
Whilst an injection would be much quicker. I see.
That's probably another reason why the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious. It would have been incredibly difficult to inject him if he was still moving around. Only when they had him right where they wanted, dazed and unable to fight back, did they plunge the syringe into his neck.
Wow.
With said syringe being filled
Gene has
with
experience? Of
hallucinogen.
course, he's a fucking ship captain.
But if this all happened a few minutes after 8:15 a.m., doesn't that make it impossible to pin a suspect?
What? Why is it impossible?
Yeah, the thing is, I remember, because I'm in the Discord for this game, because it's just a fan-made project made by fans of Danganronpa, and I remember they, put out, a tweet or something, being like, hey, anyone at all can apply to be a voice actor for this game. And a part of me was like, ooh, I could maybe do something. And then after hearing everyone's incredible voices here, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I did an audition. That's insane. Everyone's animals here. I don't know specifically, but this is Eden's Garden, as in Christianity. So, Wolfgang was a sheep. Eloise is a swan. I'm a snake. If you look at my tie, I have a snake on it. I forgot what everyone else is.
Because everybody's got an alibi for that time.
What is that, a butterfly?
I mean, Damien and I were in my dorm room, and the other party people...
I don't know the significance of that. I don't know too much about Christianity, so it's not a fandom I'm really a part of. Bunny, yeah. Lion, who's Lion? Oh, wait, I see it on her pouch.
8:15 a.m. Yeah, I was already in the dining hall with Jet, Mark, and Eva.
Alligator. I didn't realize that they were all animals. I don't know what Cassidy is.
I left Wolfgang's dorm right after the morning announcement and spent the rest of the hour with Jean.
When Nona and I were in our dorm room together.
And me and Eloise were already sitting down in the courtyard.
Toshiko was giving me the medication she grabbed from the pharmacy.
And, I stayed in my dorm room until 8:40 a.m.
Oh no. If everyone can be accounted for, we really can't discern a suspect.
So, we're back to square one?
Someone here must be lying.
And doesn't plan to stop.
And I'm the snake. You see my snake tie? What's screwing us over here? Is this part of the mystery Wait. What's screwing us over here? Is there a part of this mystery we're getting wrong? Or could it be we're overlooking something? It was ruled out as having no relation to the murder, but the wires don't touch the wire. But the position of it, the fact that it's destroyed, the timing of the blackout. One coincidence is easy to wave off, but when it's a coincidence after coincidence after coincidence, then there's something more going on. There must be something more to the generator.
If everyone has an alibi for 8:15 a.m., is it possible the killer never actually attacked Wolfie at that time? But his little note said to come by at 8:15 a.m., didn't it?
Ingrid, do you remember what you said when we couldn't figure out who stole Desmond's taser?
To be honest, I'm drawing a blank.
Me too.
You suggested we switch subjects and discuss Wolfgang's injuries instead, which, as a result, we ended up unraveling more about the case than if we had stuck to the original topic. Right now, we're at a dead end. If we can't get any more leads out of this current discussion, then that's a sign to switch our focus.
Switch our focus to what?
I want to take another look at Diana's testimony.
The go.
Mine?
Of course, it's fine. What are you? Oh, you're a chameleon, yeah. Oh, because you're a cosmologist.
Something stuck out to me.
I won't give up until everyone knows me as All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, he became pitch black, which means that the light was directly behind him, and then so did everything else.
The flash of white Diana described must have been the generator exploding, with the darkness afterwards being the blackout. Think about the order of events there. In just a few seconds, the boiler room's generator explodes, and Wolfgang falls over dead. Doesn't it sound like the two are correlated?
Oi, didn't we go over this already?
We did. The generator has nothing to do with Wolfgang's death.
What do you
Wires
mean?
Weren't touching the water.
I'm gonna assume the twink is an owl.
Indeed. Which is why the murder weapon is the taser gun.
Yeah, probably.
Diana said she never used the taser, though.
She's lying!
What? That's not true! I never fired the gun!
It's all good. I believe you.
What?
Sure, nobody can dispute the gun was fired. What can be disputed, though, is when it got fired.
Oh,
I
you
wouldn't
know?
be surprised if the killer fired that gun way in advance. Like, sometime before Wolfgang arrived downstairs and left it in the boiler room for us to find later.
What? So the taser gun isn't the murder weapon?
If Wolfgang wasn't killed with the taser gun or the generator, what other options are we left with?
It is the generator. Bear, owl. He does look like an owl.
The taser gun is the only option which makes sense. The murder weapon can't be anything else.
I don't know what Eva is. The true murder weapon. Is it possible that the third source of electricity we haven't considered yet? Am I grasping at straws by thinking
Anyway,
something like
the
that?
only proof Diana never shot the taser is her own word.
Huh.
Ava! What do you mean?
Let me see you close up, BBG. Crow.
All the evidence supporting your version of events
She's a
is
crow.
circumstantial.
Oh, I see it.
The note you showed us? That could be a fake alibi you made for yourself. The fact
I didn't even
that it
notice
has
the big feather.
Same handwriting as Wolfgang's is already suspicious.
Couldn't
Eva.
that just mean the same person tricked them?
If you earnestly believe Diana didn't write it, then maybe. But do you see what I'm saying? There's no proof Diana never wrote the notes. There's only because if she did write them, everything about her entering the boiler room at 8:45 a.m. and being locked inside could be a total lie.
I get what you're saying. But if we run with the idea that Diana was the one waiting for Wolfgang all the way back at 8:15 a.m., then we're stuck with the issue we had last time. Why did Diana wait over an hour to kill him?
That's also circumstantial. None of us know what really went on between those two in an hour. Ruling someone out because they took a long time to murder is stupid.
Okay.
Without context? Sure, I'd say the same. But since the boiler room is unlocked, anyone can enter. If Diana knocked Wolfgang out, then she took over an hour to kill him with that info in mind.
Okay, but who would enter? No one wants to make a detour down some gross, freaky-looking basement. The boiler room is probably the most covert place a person can be.
Most covert place. The words do make sense. After all, I chose to meet Tozu in the boiler room for that very reason.
Diana claims she didn't write the notes, and she claims she didn't shoot the gun. But where's the hard proof she didn't do any of these things?
The answer lies in what destroyed the generator.
What?
Didn't we already talk about that?
Yes, but we're all being stupid about it. There's no way we didn't fucking...
All you guys did was discuss theories, never anything concrete. Settling for a theory isn't good enough when our lives are on the line. In the same way Ava can't rule out Diana's involvement in the case, we can't rule out the generators.
So, we have to figure out what destroyed the generator?
Yes.
What should we do? Just throw out ideas?
It's what we've been doing this whole time.
Oakley dokley.
Oh. Oakley dokley.
All right, everyone. Let's put our thinking hats on. If we work together, we'll unravel this mystery for sure.
I should probably go over what everyone's speciality is. She's the ultimate streamer. She's the ultimate pro gamer because she streams on Twitch. The communist is the only one left.
On your marks, get
What animal is her? I don't know.
go!
She's just Russian. Shrapnel. Generator, odd smell.
Why did the generator blow up?
Could have just been an electrical fault.
Odd
So,
smell.
a coincidence?
Is this the
Shrapnel.
best situation? To be waving stuff off as a coincidence?
Did the killer throw something at the generator that made it explode?
Perhaps it's the fault of the taser gun? The electrical discharge it released might have connected with the generator and created an overabundance of energy, which caused everything in the circuit to pop.
That's what I would
Probably.
think of.
There's no proof anything besides the taser was involved.
In that case,
Shrapnel.
the generator blew up after Wolfie got shot with the taser.
Such a dastardly taser, leaving so many victims in its wake.
Literally none so far. None confirmed. The hat has a sickle and game controller. Does it actually?
Why did the generator blow up?
I think she's just Russian. I don't think she's an animal. I think it's Eva. There's no evidence for anything else. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, the little teen doesn't have an animal yet either. What little teen? Oh, the matchmaker.
Unfortunately, Ava, I have to disagree. You say nothing but the taser could have been involved in the murder. But there's one possibility you didn't consider. The shrapnel in the water.
You mean those bits of red metal which were floating around?
Right. The ones that look like the aftermath of an explosion. Due to their proximity to the generator, it's safe to assume the two are connected.
Can't that just be debris left by the generator?
Okay, to be fair, yeah. And looking up at her up close, yeah, that the game controller and his sickle, which is so fucking funny.
Except this debris is a completely different color and lacks the rust the generator has accumulated. We're obviously looking at the remnants of something else, which means an object we haven't yet identified was caught in the explosion.
And floating near it was another out-of-place item. Wolfgang. The extension cord.
This is it.
This is it.
The water was also an extension cord, half of which had been burnt away.
Huh? Did the cord get caught in the explosion?
Seems that cord has the misfortune of floating around the wrong place at the wrong time.
Or at the right place at the right time.
Based on my investigation, the building's extension cord supply seems to be kept inside storage closet D. So in a way, yeah, it was definitely in the wrong place.
Storage closet D, huh? It was hard to make out much of it in the dark. And after the power came on, Kai came screaming for us to leave our closets.
He did do that.
But I do recall seeing some extension cords peeking out from behind the shelf.
Since we already know the killer raided one storage closet.
What's him?
Anyone else willing to bet they raided this one too?
Yeah, what is the marksman? The ultimate marksman.
The hell did they need an extension cord for?
I don't think she's an animal. I think she's just Russian, right? And everyone else. She's a shark. He has a teeth earring. Oh, I see.
Probably something involving the generator, given its proximity to the cord.
Same thing with the red bits, even though we don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah. The Russian did have a Germa reference though. What exactly is it? So far, nothing in the boiler room could be directly tied to the shrapnel, at least not any of the clues that had already been discussed in the trial. If I were to split my thinking, consider the clues we haven't discussed yet. There's no proof what I have in mind is related to the shrapnel, but when all the other options are ruled out, I go only towards the one that hasn't. The one thing that mysterious shrapnel might be related to. This, where is it? On smell?
This is it.
What was it? Basically, it was,
Hold that thought.
Put up.
We may be able to identify the shrapnel using context clues.
So, you know how I said that everyone got each other's blackmail? The blackmail that Kai got was of Cassidy, of the streamer. And it was her eating an onion ring. She was like, onion ring! And she ate that shit. And it was a picture of it. And that was her blackmail. It was her embarrassing moment. If you know the onion ring bit. Yeah, it's so funny. I gotta show you after this. It's so funny.
During the investigation, there was a strange smell permeating the boiler room. It took me a moment to notice, but when I did, well, the best way to describe the scent would be if you mix cereal and alcohol together.
Cereal and alcohol? Talk about specific.
Talk about a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis a sign a chemical reaction was at play.
Wait, you recognize the smell?
Chemical reactions can produce some pretty pungent odors. Usually something to the tune of alcohol mixed with cereal, or fruits, or eggs. I noticed the smell going into the investigation, but it had completely slipped my mind until now.
Could it be a chemical reaction was caused by the taser?
The gun never touched the water. There's no reason for it to be the source of the smell.
What about the generator?
Considering the state of it, that generator would smell more burnt than anything else.
If the chemical reaction can't be explained by what we already know, like the generator or the taser gun, we need to consider the possibility that the explanation is the one piece of evidence still evading us, the shrapnel.
Can someone translate this into less complicated talk?
It was just a long-winded way of saying he's using process of elimination.
One Piece!
I know it sounds like a stretch, but if you follow this line of reasoning, a lot more questions start getting answered. Think about it. If the smell and shrapnel are linked, then whatever object the shrapnel belongs to must contain chemicals.
So we're looking for a metal object, which is also packed with chemicals?
Surely something like that would be kept inside the pharmacy.
Looking at my notes, when we originally visited the pharmacy, I recorded everything I saw. A bright red metal object would have definitely caught my eye, but I don't see one written here.
I got lots of metallic objects in my dorm room, but nothing chemical. Just big old slabs of metal.
At least you got metal. I got a podium. Big old slabs of metal. Why does that sound familiar? Oh wait, that's right. What Ingrid said just now is very similar to what she said the night when everyone began bunking together. I guess to explain my room too. It was all littered with all sorts of tools and metals. At the time, people were talking about their dorm rooms being themed around their talents. Could it be the shrapnels are actually be the remnants of a unique device that guy boasted about having in his room? There's only one way to know for sure, is to put you on the spot. Who had... Oh! The electric battery. There's no way it was you, Jet. Was it?
It has to be you!
Jet, I need to ask you something.
Okay, we weren't accusing them.
What's up?
Can you tell me what's inside your dorm room?
Like, a full-on list?
Some napkins, some a mini fridge, some Coca-Colas.
Sure thing.
A car battery, a car battery.
I got a pretty gnarly collection of parts and accessories. Blind spot mirrors, lithium batteries, wheels, spare brakes, you name it. Oh, I even have the legendary mantle from the 1984's Grand Prix winning Speedster.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Cool. So, why'd you want to know?
I was just curious, man, because of fucking...
Wait, I'm not being suspected, am I? No. Don't try to roll me into this, bro. I've got nothing to do with the murder.
I know you don't. You have an alibi. The only reason I ask is because that mysterious red shrapnel may be the remnants of one of your lithium batteries.
What?
I see. A lithium battery might explain the smell in the air.
So you know about ship parts and lithium batteries?
And It's an explosive substance. If it made contact with water, gosh, you'd be left with a mess and a half.
Hold up, I had to ban you. Sorry. I'm so sorry for your inconvenience. I gotta get you out of here. It's killed.
Did someone have heard an explosion though?
I did.
Really?
During the tournament. Right before we lost power.
Oi, that's right. There was a boom.
There was a kaboom.
I remember hearing it too.
Good for you,
I
buddy.
initially assumed the generator made the noise somehow. But if Jet's car batteries contain an explosive substance...
Hey, Jet, were your batteries bright red at all?
Maybe?
You don't know for sure?
I never took the batteries out of their packaging.
Oh.
The packaging isn't red, I can tell you that, but the actual batteries? Yeah, I got nothing.
Jet!
So it can't be proven beyond a reasonable
If we go to Jet's room right now...
Pretty much.
Well, what's the reaction time of a lithium battery?
I don't know, nothing, because it's a fucking battery.
The reaction time?
It can't catch anything.
When a lithium battery hits the water, how long does it take to combust? I think, once we know that, we can decide whether or not the battery is relevant to the case.
A lithium battery would be an almost instantaneous reaction, I'm pretty sure.
Lithium
We would
is
have
a
heard
metal
that.
I've worked with, but it got beat into my head never to mix it with substances it doesn't like.
Wait, okay. Because my thing is the vent. Right, the vent was in the room where we were playing Smash Bros. In the tournament. If we pushed a lithium battery down there, we would have heard it in the vents, like boom, 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 boom. We would have heard that, right?
All that electricity, the battery would have let out when it hit the water. It must have went straight into poor Wolfie.
Yeah, that sucks.
There's
Anyways.
warning labels on the battery for a reason.
Okay. If the reaction is instantaneous, then the battery would have entered the water only seconds before the generator exploded. That's really weird.
Is it?
According to Diana's testimony, when the explosion happened, she was still holding the taser gun.
Not if it's road and of the vents are
In
smooth.
which case, who threw the battery into the water?
Huh. Good point. We can rule out Wolfgang, since the Blackens can only be a student who kills another student. And Diana.
It was only Diana and Wolfgang in the boiler room. So unless Diana herself was the one to
Eva, it's not you, is it? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill someone with you. Eva, it's probably you, but this is my last chance to talk to you as my bestest friend in the whole world. If you're gone, I'm adopting Diana. It better not be you. Why were you at the game tournament? Why did you show up when you weren't even gonna be fucking playing? You should have at least been rooting for me. You weren't fucking there, were you?
Then the battery can't play a part in the murder.
You're defending the crux of the matter.
I didn't throw the battery. I promise.
Of course you didn't, Diana. Because if you wanted to kill him, you would just tasered him right there. The shrapnel and the generator are too close for comfort. They must be correlated. Is that Diana throwing the battery is a possibility, but that is all a possibility. But there may still be a way for the battery to enter the water until I root it out. Down the fucking vent. It's down the vent. It's down the vent. It's down the vent. It went down the vent. Thin piece of metal, extension
If the
cord.
battery is related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been cut.
The extension
Lifting
cord.
a battery would hurt too much.
You could have done it.
Batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere, so it must have been submerged another way. Perhaps something akin to what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is
Oh,
there
the
a
extension
taser-
cord was holding it, wasn't it?
Maybe.
The extension cord was holding it.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water, a few inches from the generator.
Not the hardest shot to make.
Everyone's quick to say the battery was thrown, but when I consider the boiler room in which object the killer could leverage, what that person considers impossible sounds to sound
If the battery
anything
is
but.
related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
My arm.
You could have. You definitely could have. Oh
The
no.
battery clearly couldn't have.
Eva, it's you. Oh.
That was not.
Okay, well, it wasn't meant to be
The
one.
battery
I'm sorry.
is related to the case. Only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been.
Maybe I gotta do the Eva thing. Eva, I swear to God, Eva, if it's you, I'm gonna rip my hair out. I'm actually never gonna play this game again. I've been singing the praise of this game forever, but if it's you, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God. You gotta be with me to the very end. You gotta be my Kyoko, bro. You gotta be my Magi or my Chiaki, dude. You can't. You can't.
Only Diana could have thrown it in the water. Damon, Diana was the only other person in the boiler room.
Damon.
If the battery is related to the
Extension
case,
cord. Oh, hold up.
only
Thin piece of
Diana
metal.
could have thrown it in the water.
That was the hairpin, right? Yeah. Shrapnel. Chunks were found floating in the water near the generator. Generator. Half of the wires were melted and remains intact. Had been completely signed. Like a bomb went off inside the machine. Half of the wires were melted. It's probably that.
My arm had been.
Alright, maybe it's this. Oh god, I have this hole in my chest.
No, that's wrong!
I have this hole in my chest, dude. I'm actually really fucking scared.
No. The battery might actually have fallen from the generator.
What makes you say that?
It was put on top of the generator. It was put on top of the generator. And then someone went to the vent and knocked it down. Dropped something to knock it down.
Suggests there's a correlation between the two. However, it's unlikely Diana threw the battery at the generator. Not only is the boiler room difficult to see in, the generator is positioned far enough from the concrete platform that Diana, with her wounded arm, would need to stand on the platform's edge to make the shot, which would obviously put her in danger of being attacked by Wolfgang again.
Yeah, Wolfgang was really close. He could reach
Diana,
over
I'm gonna
me
get
if
you
he
out of this,
wanted.
even if it costs me Eva's life.
If the battery hadn't been thrown,
Justice for all,
the
justice for
possibility is that it
all.
fell down into the water. And considering the layout of the boiler room, what else could the battery fall off of?
God,
Except the generator.
I'm feeling lightheaded. I'm feeling out of breath. I'm feeling exactly how I did when my favorite characters in Danganronpa would leave.
Are you saying the battery was sitting on top of the generator?
Yes, I am saying that. Oh, I thought. Suspended, teetering over the generator, leaning over the generator, suspended over the generator with the extension cord.
The battery may have been suspended over the generator.
Suspended over.
If the battery was suspended by something, then the presence of that item starts to make a lot more sense. The extension cord.
This is it.
God, I actually feel faint. No, it's not Eva. It's not Eva.
Extension cord around the battery and slung the battery over the generator. If the cord and battery were tied together at the time of the generator's explosion, it would explain why half of the cord had been burned away.
How did you do it
The more
though?
you explain it, the more unbelievable it sounds.
Well, it's exactly what
What if
happened.
that's the point? Maybe the killer chose a crazy method because no one would believe it.
This killer is
I don't
smart.
see how weaving a cord into the mix is any more beneficial than leaving it out. If anything, the cord adds extra weight.
Which would be especially inconvenient for Diana, because her arm is bleeding.
And also spindly.
Right. It wouldn't benefit Diana to hold the cord. So, what if she didn't? Something else may have been supporting the cord instead.
Something like... What was holding the cord? Wolfgang, a third person, the cord wasn't involved, an object was holding the cord.
I got it.
Throughout this trial, we've assumed the killer held the battery in some form or another. If the battery was on its own, the killer tossed it in. If the battery was wrapped with a cord, the killer held the other end of the cord. But in the same way something else can hold the battery, can't something else also hold the cord?
My head's starting to spin.
Are you talking about something which could keep the cord in place?
Something that can keep the cord in place. I imagine the cord and the battery, it's tied around in front of the generator in the same spot where the shaft roll was surfaced. The vent.
This is it.
The killer tied the cord to the vent.
What?
What vent? Yeah, the vent that means my wife's gonna die.
One above the
Oh
generator.
my gosh, dude.
It connects the boiler room and the dining hall.
There's a vent above the generator?
Yes, there is, and it's been.
I remember some light shining into the boiler room. That's where the vent is. The vent itself is set a bit far back into the wall. So, you probably assumed the spot was a small window or something.
If the boiler room and the dining hall are separated by one vent, does this make the wallpaper thin, or...?
There's two vents. The boiler room vent and the dining hall vent. Both are connected via a small ventilation shaft. I was able to get a close look at the boiler room vent after Ava and I woke up, which is why I know these details.
How close is close for someone under 6 foot?
Okay. I'm 5'9", Winona. Oh my
Ava
gosh.
helped me reach the vent.
Okay.
Bye.
Letting me sit on her shoulders.
Quite the visual.
Yeah, whatever, Winona. I hate you.
Anyway, if the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent, and the other end around the battery, they could suspend the battery over the generator.
Something like that would result in an explosion.
What do you mean?
You say the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end to the battery. However, indoor extension cords are much longer than regular cords. They can be upwards of 9 or more meters in length, as opposed to the average cord's 2 meters. 9 meters is significantly longer than the distance between the vent and the boiler room floor. If the killer wanted to tie the battery to the cord's other end, they would be tying it to something which is already submerged in water.
I see. It is an impossible setup.
Not necessarily. The killer could have greatly reduced the length of the cord by doing that. Tie it, cutting the cord, wrapping the cord around the battery, cutting the cord.
Cut the cord using what exactly?
The scissors? That's what anyone would use, right?
And where exactly did these scissors
Yeah,
come
these
from?
cord cutting
In the
scissors.
storage
I know, it's
closet.
stupid.
They're packed with tons of stuff, so...
Well, I've been through those closets twice now, and I never saw scissors.
Not even pliers?
I didn't see pliers either.
Could the cord have been cut with Wolfie's knife?
You believe the victim set up the murder trap?
So this whole thing was a suicide mission?
No, it wasn't, Cassidy. It was by tying it around the battery. If you were on Gene's shoulders, just
thin and flimsy.
could have gotten a better look at the vent if you got Gene's shoulders. Just saying. It's fine. I didn't need it.
If the killer wanted the battery to be secure, they need to wrap a lot of cord around it. Probably to the point there wouldn't be much spare cord remaining. Which is a good thing, because this spare cord is what the battery will be suspended by. So long as the spare cord isn't too long, the battery will sit safely above the water.
So much effort.
For a nasty little plan.
Agreed. How do you even submerge the battery into the water under those circumstances?
How? Simple. By adjusting the cord's position. All the killer would need to utilize is a certain aspect of the boiler room. The vent?
This is it.
The vent cover? Like they moved the vent cover?
Like I mentioned earlier, I gave the vent a close look after originally waking up in the boiler room. Part of my inspection included opening the vent to get a better look at the other side.
You was the only one to know about the fucking vent.
Can be opened?
Not
Yeah,
all
it's
the
a
way,
vent.
but far enough for the vent to cause a domino effect if then closed. In our case, a domino effect involving the extension cord tied to it. If we assume the vent must be open for the battery to remain a safe distance above the water, we end up with a pulley system. To prevent the battery from entering the water, The vent is literally pulling the entire cord backwards. Ergo, it's not just the killer's own measurements keeping the battery in place, but the vent itself. Having opened one of these vents before, I can tell you how tough they are to move.
Wrapping my fingers around the grate directly in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could.
A lightweight battery definitely isn't heavy enough to pull one shut. It takes an actual person to close one, which is great for the killer, because it means they get to maintain full control over when the battery enters the water. If they close the vent, the cord should slide forward and submerge the battery into the water. When that happens, the boiler room water becomes electrified by the battery's components, which in turn causes electricity to pass directly into the body of Wolfgang, who is standing in the water.
Exactly which vent is the cord being tied to?
The boiler room vent.
Funny. Earlier, you said there's a small vent shaft connecting the boiler room vent to the dining hall vent. Assuming the killer is operating this trap from outside the boiler room, since we know there were only ever 2 people in that room, how would they even be able to reach the boiler room vent? Like you said, there's a separate vent in front of it.
She has a point. It was just tied to that vent then. I guess they would have seen it. So no. I've been assuming the cord is tied to the boiler room vent. I fail to consider the ventilation shaft. It'll be considerably harder to reach the boiler room vent if you have to reach down the shaft first. Not just that, I never tested to see if the boiler room vent can open inwards. I only got it to open outwards. By that logic, a vent on the opposite side of the shaft.
This could only mean one thing. The killer never tied the cord to the boiler room vent. They tied the cord to the dining hall vent.
That just creates the same problem as before, but reversed. Instead of the dining hall vent making it hard to close the boiler room vent, it's the boiler room vent making it hard to reach the dining hall vent.
While the vents may seem like an obstruction, especially since they can't be opened all the way, there's a very easy workaround. All the killer needs to do is fit the extension cord between the grates of the boiler room vent.
Oh yeah, the grates. You mentioned something about them earlier. Right. When you described opening the boiler room vent.
Thank you for participating, Grace. I wrapped my fingers around the grate directly in front of me. I pulled as hard as I could.
If you can
Did no one notice that
between
though?
The grates, there's no damn way you can't fit a cord.
Exactly.
I mean, cords are big.
After which, you could slide the cord through the ventilation shaft and out the opposite end for the killer to then go and tie to the...
Actually...
Actually... Did he actually do that? Okay, let's see.
Hello?
Hi.
What is it now?
There's something I still don't understand about your theory. It's to do with the logistics of the cord.
The logistics?
Its size.
Okay. We're back to discussing this again. Never mind, I'll find a way to combat his argument just like I've done countless times already. Rebuttal, showdown. Blackout, knife, generator extension cord.
I understand the boiler room vent can be opened. Maybe not all the way, but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me, however, is that the boiler room vent was closed during the investigation, which means it must have been closed during the murder.
Oh shit.
There were no opportunities for the killer to enter the boiler room and close the vent. From my understanding, you and Kai entered the boiler room after you heard Diana
This is
leave,
true, actually.
which, hypothetically, gives the killer only minutes to close the vent. Assuming the killer is a third party.
I miss Paper Mario Twink. We're gonna play Paper Mario 2 next month. Damn, that's the last thing I need. People doubting Kai and I need to rethink my approach.
I understand the boiler room vent can be opened. Maybe not all the way, but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me, however, is that the boiler room vent was closed during the investigation, which means it must have been closed during the murder.
ants.
I don't see a problem here. The killer doesn't even need to open that vent, because it could simply slide the cord between the grates.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Yes, Paper Mario 2, the 1,000-Year Door.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Huh?
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't.
I'll cut through those words!
I think it's because it was burned? So they burned the plugs off? Question mark?
If you insert the cord through the boiler room vent first, it's possible to fit the cord through. You just need to start with the internal plug. The cords in Storage Closet D have a slim internal end. This can easily be slid through the gaps in the vent. Once the killer ties the cord around the dining hall vent, presumably with a knot, the cord won't be at risk of sliding back out either.
I see. When put like that, whether or not the boiler room vent was closed isn't really relevant.
How'd you figure all this out from some shrapnel and an extension cord? This is crazy.
Thank you, Kai.
At the same time, what he's describing sounds plausible.
Thanks, Gene.
Since the battery was suspended over the generator, it's no surprise the machine ended up the way it did. Fortunately for Diana, she was safe by virtue of remaining on the platform. I imagine that was also the killer's intention.
The killer kept her on the platform?
They must have known they were injecting Wolfgang with a hallucinogenic. So, it's possible they hoped his behavior would scare Diana off from entering the water.
This is so smart of a plan you thought of, Eva. Why do you think of it?
Diana did die, the moment people realized only she and Wolfgang entered the boiler room, they'd probably call the whole thing a murder gone wrong.
Well, all of this certainly changes things.
But yeah, there are currently 6 Paper Mario games, and I've played 2 of them. The only one I finished was Paper Mario 1, and that was last year. So I decided to keep the tradition and symbolize myself becoming a man. I will move on, finally, to Paper Mario 2 for my yearly quest. Just a little food for thought.
Huh?
If the killer is someone who needed access to the vent and needed to be operating from the dining hall, then everyone who attended the tournament is a suspect.
What?
No way!
One of all the tournament attendees is the killer? Damn it, how did I not realize sooner? I realized the minute we thought of it. The fact that the killer could access the vent means they must have been in the dining hall at the time of Wolfgang's murder.
Reduce it down to 8 people. Damon, Kai, Grace, Eva, Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and John.
It's John.
It was probably Cassidy. She set the whole thing up.
Hey, I was only trying to improve the mood.
It wasn't me. I was playing a game with Damon when the lights went out.
Me and Kai were playing.
I had to play music.
Me too.
Did you?
You never touched my equipment.
Eva.
I meant I was watching Kai and Damon play.
I was spectating as well.
Me too.
Me 3. And Cass 2, I think. I was too focused on the game to remember who was or wasn't there.
If everyone's telling the truth, then all 8 of y'all were crowded round the same spot?
Unless someone snuck in behind
the
us.
right wall where the TV was set up. It's also the furthest wall from the vent.
Seems like someone is lying again.
tournament participant who flipped the vent. I could deduce who that person is by determining everyone's position directly before the blackout. The problem is, I myself has been totally preoccupied with the game. I never got a good look at the actual people around me. Never got a good look. Wait, is that it? Well, I never got a good look at the others. I could still deduce their general positions and if they were near me, from whether or not I heard them. Think, Damon, think. Who and what did I not hear back then? Eva, it was you. It was you. The only person I never heard was you. Don't tell me.
It has to be you!
God damn it, I hit my desk. Holy shit.
The killer is Ava.
Huh?
Ava's the only one whose position I can't account for. Mark was mixing a track at the time Kai and I were playing a game, so I know he must have been stationed at his pad. And everyone else? I remember hearing their voices over the sound of the game. Everyone, except Ava. In fact, last I saw her, she was standing in the corner of the room with the vent.
So Ava flipped the vent?
Oh man! And the reason no one heard it is because the music was too loud!
Don't blame me. I was just doing what I was told.
No one's blaming you. We're all in on Eva.
Care to contribute anything, Eva?
I didn't flip the vent.
Well, Damon says you did.
Damon says a lot of things.
Okay, that's what that's what it's like. To be fair, I am accusing you of murder.
While you aren't technically wrong, I don't think that counts as an argument.
His theory is full of plot holes. He just refuses to point them out.
What plot holes?
The cord.
What?
In retrospect, you were so quick to accuse me that you overlooked a huge problem with the cord. If I'm the killer, how did I dispose of it?
Trick question. You left the cord tied to the vent.
What then? It unraveled by itself and fell into the water?
Yeah, you got me there.
How did Eva get rid of the cord? I'm sure it's possible if she knew how to untie it at the right time. She was great. When everyone left, before the blackout, during the blackout, before the blackout? No. When everyone left.
You waited for everyone to leave the dining hall and then untied the cord.
I went with you guys to investigate. That would have been impossible.
Fair point. Before the blackout. During the blackout?
I got it.
To dispose of the cord, you just untied it during the blackout.
She untied the knot during a blackout?
Being the one who set up the trap, Ava could have easily practiced untying the knot in advance. Or she just made it a really simple knot. Either way, it wouldn't be any more difficult than untying your shoelaces with your eyes closed.
If Ava untied the cord, did it also fall into the water?
Diana's testimony says as much.
It does?
During your confrontation with Wolfgang, you recounted hearing certain sounds.
I'm not like you. I'll never be like you. Give up until the world knows. I won't give up until I'm known as... All of a sudden, everything turned white. Everything in front of me except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, it became pitch black. Then so did everything else. Fuck.
The first sound was obviously the battery exploding. And the second, when you first recounted the story, you said it was the sound of the knife hitting the water. But why would a thin knife make such a big splash?
Then, do you think...
What really caused that sound was probably the extension cord falling into the water.
I'm snoozing this.
When you say it that way, it does seem likelier.
I should have known. The kid who lied about her talents and tried to lie about the Tozy trinkets. I should have known. I should have known only Eva fucking Sadaka would kill Wolfgang!
You're right that Eve has lied to us several times already.
But she's just a mathlete. How did someone like her come up with something this complicated?
She is smart.
Her talent would give her the upper hand in all that measurement nonsense.
Even so, the sheer volume of items Eva had to steal. She's been under heavy suspicion these past few days.
I don't want it to be her. Have it be someone else.
Desmond's rooms without being noticed.
It's impossible. Wolfgang even got mad at me for being late to the dining hall by a few minutes. I've been watched the entire time I've been here. There's no way Jet wouldn't have noticed me taking his battery.
Right on. No one steals from me.
Someone did.
They already did.
Yeah.
And anyway, how could I enter the cord through the boiler room vent when I can't even reach the top of the generator? If anything, you should be suspicious of the taller students.
I understand why people are doubtful, but I can't let this conversation continue like this. Eva did, in fact, have a way to reach the vent. All she had to use was some boxes?
This is it.
Ava, to reach the top of the generator, you simply stood on one of the boxes in the boiler room. There's already a huge pile of them near the generator itself. You could easily push one up against the machine.
Ah, she would have known about those boxes in advance, too. Since she explored the boiler room with you ahead of time.
Yes.
Okay, I could have used the boxes to reach the top of the generator. And I could have fit the cord through both vents if I inserted the right plug. I can do both of those things without attracting suspicion. What I can't do without attracting suspicion is opening the vent.
Yeah?
Which vent are we talking about?
The dining hall one. Based on what Damon's saying, it needs to be opened for the killer's trap to work. But opening it during the tournament is asking to be caught, and opening it before the tournament is useless because Jet, Cassidy, and Mark would see it while setting up.
Oh yeah, you're right. If there was an open vent with a cord tied to it, I would have noticed for sure.
Now that Eva mentions it, I'm pretty sure the vent was closed during setup.
The vent was
See,
closed.
There's no way I can execute this trap without being caught. It's a stupid trap anyway. All the cord and vent stuff is too complicated. There's a billion ways it could go wrong. Damon's just making stuff up. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You really think all that?
What the? That's bullshit.
Can it, you four-eyed troll! You can't talk your way out of this one!
What? Shit.
The only person who would be sick-minded enough to kill Wolfgang is you and only you! Don't you fucking try and tell me otherwise!
Grace, you got this? Okay, I guess we're all in it. Boiler room, doorknob, storage closet, shrapnel, game timeline, generator.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
That seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you despised him because of it. You have a motive!
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism is wrong? Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it, but something else?
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
How so?
Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by itself. After a bit of time passes.
There's even less evidence for that!
Evidence? No one here cares about evidence. I just happened to be at the game tournament. And now you're saying I'm a killer.
Never mind what was said before. Focus on the facts. I just need to focus.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
Storage closet, shrapnel.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you
Game
despise him because of it.
tournament timeline. The game tournament began at 9 a.m. I was attended by 8 people. The first match was between myself and Guy and our...
You have a motive!
Perhaps
This is my last
our
chance.
understanding of the mechanism is wrong? Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that
No,
triggered it,
I'm snoozing.
but something else?
This music's
Do you
fucking
have
tight.
any evidence to prove that?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
How so?
Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by itself after a bit of time passes.
There's even less evidence for that!
Evidence? No one here cares about evidence.
The patterned extension cord floating in the water. There was no internal plug, only a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Black substance. A collection of similar-looking extension cords were discovered in Closet D. The only one fully intact in the internal plug was particularly slim. What is this black
I just
goo?
happened to be at the game tournament, and now you're saying I'm a killer. You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
The extension cord has a black substance on it. What does that mean? What is that?
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are.
Oh, I'm a gamer, dude. I'm still gaming right now.
You have a motive.
Perhaps the vent that triggered it.
Damn it.
We've already established the vent needs to be closed. Stop derailing.
Jeez. Yeah, game mode, guys. It's my fault. Okay,
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a
boiler
vent.
room doorknob. Doorknob's been flipped, so the lock is now on the outside.
Seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Grapnel. Chunks of an unidentified material was floating into the water near the generator.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are. You despised him because of it.
I think it's game tournament time on Eva.
Aaron operated the way Damon described. The battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by... See? Even Damon agrees.
Not so fucking fast! If the knot was that loose, how did it keep the battery in place for so long?
It couldn't. Could it?
Precisely. The knot would fall apart faster than this stupid theory.
She makes a decent point.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
Generator. Half of the generator's wires were melted, and what remained of it intact has been completely signed. It's like a bomb went off in the machine.
It seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you despised him because of it. You have a motive!
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism is wrong? Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it.
Everyone's putting my theory into question. Ay, guys. Ay. It's over for me, chat. Holy shit, dude. Okay. What do we got? Storage closet. Storage closet. Ironing the blackout, the tournament attendees who were searching for a backup generator agreed to enter the closet in pairs. Eve and Grace were together. Chunks of an unidentified material were floating in the water near the generator. And does that say Nutty Fruities? Nudie Fruities? Moody Fruities. Moody Fruities. Oh. And I noticed the cozy ass shit. Wolfgang was gonna generator. Half of the generator's wires were melted. Why were they melted? Oh, why were they melted?
But something else?
Do you have any evidence?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described. How so? Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by itself after a bit of time passes. Evidence! No one here cares about evidence! Happened to be at the game tournament, and now you're saying I'm a killer.
Okay. Let's see. Snake, huh? I'm the snake, actually.
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism. Maybe Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it.
Okay. This music's awesome. This music's so awesome, dude.
See? Even Damon agrees.
Not so fucking fast!
It could.
Precisely.
You can't say I'm the
Okay.
murderer just because I sat near a vent.
It seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake
Shrapnel,
you are.
June tournament
And you despised him
time.
because of it. You have a motive!
It's
Perhaps
generator
our
extension.
understanding of the mechanism is wrong. Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it, but something else?
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Should I try this? No, come on, I can do it.
Unless ever.
This game's hard. I guess I'll turn this debate around.
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
It seems to be pretty good evidence
Oh
to me.
no, chat. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Oh, I don't even know, dude. Eve, it better not have been you. Maybe it's why were you there if you wouldn't want to play yourself?
No, that's wrong.
Maybe that was the one I was gonna try next.
No. It's no coincidence you were at the game tournament. In fact, it's not even a coincidence the tournament took place during the murder.
What do you mean?
It was impossible for me to notice this earlier, but the killer timed the tournament so it would grant them an alibi for the murder.
Whoa. Are you accusing me of murder again?
Not
I
you,
thought said Ava was
dum-dum.
the culprit.
The detective isn't supposed to switch suspects in the last stretch like this. You're totally throwing the audience for a loop, and not in a good way.
It wasn't
Except
you
neither
guys.
of you played a role in determining what time the tournament would be held. The only person to determine that was Ava.
You did just say that. When I was training my talents, I did most of my studying at 9 a.m. The brain is most active and ready to absorb information around that time. I think this effect could help our video game skills. A 9 a.m. training wouldn't be the first time. Screw it, let's do it 9 a.m., 1 hour after the morning announcement.
Ava knew she would be in the dining hall tomorrow. So when Cassidy announced the tournament, she realized there was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create an alibi for herself.
That's insane. How could she have come up with something like that on the spot?
It wasn't just for an alibi either. Since Ava knew about the tournament, she could time the setup of her trap accordingly.
Should I answer her question of why neither Cassidy, Jet, nor Mark noticed the open vent? When I think back on what Cassidy told me earlier today, before the tournament began, I can discern exactly when Eva opened the vent. After stacking the furniture. Where is it?
I got it.
Cassidy, you told me Ava approached you yesterday and asked to help set up the tournament. What exactly did she say?
Why did I tell you this again?
Okay.
Before the tournament?
Oh, now I remember. Yeah,
Okay.
Eva wanted to see what sort of equipment the tournament needed. After I showed her Mark's stuff and told her we were redecorating the dining hall, she offered to help.
Back when this conversation happened, you still hadn't decided what time you were going to start redecorating.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
Oh.
Eva really helped me out, though. She said she would stack the dining hall furniture we weren't going to use later that night. Afterwards, we could focus purely on arranging the technical stuff in the morning.
All right. Then tell me what happened last night.
Jet, Mark, Eva, and I came to the dining hall at
I didn't know about
around
this.
8:40 p.m. probably.
I thought it was just early in the
We
morning.
set the table and the dining chairs against
Oh,
the
yeah.
left wall, and the sofas we moved to the middle of the room, maybe a little more to the right. Then we all went back to our dorms. Well, I was kind of hungry, so I stayed back a few minutes before leaving.
Hold the phone. If those sofa chairs were moved to the middle of the room, why did I see one over in the corner this morning?
Because Eva pushed it there.
Eva what?
She didn't want to take part in the tournament. Just watch it from the side. That's what she told me. I never thought it was rude or anything. Some people just like sticking to the walls of rooms, you know?
Yes,
We're
but
talking about the sofa in the upper left corner, aye? The one next to the coffee table.
Yes, sir, Eva.
Yo, when the power went out, I'm pretty sure Damon ran over to that corner to look through. Yeah, a vent!
Did she move the chair there so it would be easier to reach the vent later?
Why would I when Cassidy just said the vent was closed during setup?
Because you were covering for yourself in advance.
Huh?
The vent may not have been open at the time, but I'm willing to bet that's because you were still creating your trap.
In what way?
yeah, I'm
Let's
confused.
say Ava took a detour for the boiler room first, and slid the internal plug through both vents, after going upstairs and helping rearrange the dining hall furniture, during which she moves a sofa chair so it obscures the vent. She heads outside and hides until everyone else goes to bed. Then, she walks back in and opens the vent.
So Eva took complete advantage of them?
Not my fault those two are so trusting.
You think a big guy like me was gonna be afraid of some mathlete? No way!
I mean,
Well-
she did lie about a lot of important things. Her talent being one of them.
Yeah,
She
I hate
also
to
cried
say
and
it.
fled the scene after we found out, no?
She didn't
I
cry.
just thought it was cool. She wanted to help me out.
True.
Hey, can we backtrack a little
I'm cool with it.
to before all this Ava talk?
Why? What happened?
It's to do with the chair's position.
The chair.
You guys keep saying it was in front of the vent, but Damon stood in front of the vent during the blackout. If the chair was in the position you all say it was, it should have blocked him from crouching in front of the vent.
Ava probably just moved it during the blackout.
Eh?
Kai, I swear to God, if you save us.
Before the blackout, it was positioned with its back to the left wall.
Okay.
However, when I ran over to the vent, the chair was suddenly pushed up against the northern wall, out of the vent's range.
Okay.
Ava must have shifted the chair while everyone was initially panicking from the blackout. I'm guessing she hoped people would misremember its position and think it was always along the northern wall.
Oh man! So I totally fell for it?
It's okay,
I
Kai.
also remember seeing a speaker in that corner.
Yeah, about that. This morning, Jet, Mark, and I arrived at the dining hall a little after 8 a.m. Then Eva came a few minutes later. She helped us put together Mark's equipment, which was stationed in the lower right corner of the room. And then she volunteered to place speakers around the room while Jet and I set up the TV next to the fireplace.
Moving a speaker near the vent. Did Eva do that to drown out Diana and Wolfgang's scuffle?
Oh no.
Yeah, and in turn exacerbate the effects of the other speakers. There were almost a dozen spread throughout the dining hall. Some even sandwiched into corners they didn't need to be. Ava probably placed them that way to cover as much ground as possible.
Still, Eva entered the dining hall at 8:10 a.m., right? So wouldn't it be impossible for her to knock out Lawyer Man at 8:15 a.m.?
According to Ava, she arrived around 8:10 a.m. But it's possible she actually arrived much later. Since there's no clock in the dining hall, he just couldn't have known. In fact, that might be why Ava seemed so eager to arrange Mark's equipment in the morning.
Eva.
Realizing it had a clock, she wanted to ensure it would
Sorry.
only be powered on after she arrived.
I'm sorry. It's just I'm sorry. I forget that I'm doing the Let's Play or like a stream or whatever. Because this has enraptured me. This is bringing me back to my high school days of like really caring about this shit. Oh my, and I'm just enwrapped. I'm just like a little kid in front of his computer screen right now. And what even time is it? I open in the morning.
It seems the setup of this trap occurred across 3 phases. Phase 1 took place in the boiler room and involved tying a lithium battery to an extension cord. The cord was then slid through the grates of the closed boiler room vent, presumably until it almost poked out the other end of the ventilation shaft. Phase 2, by contrast, was carried out in the dining hall. The aforementioned cord was tied around the dining hall vent, which was then left open. This must have happened after Cassidy,
so
Mark, and Jet
crazy.
were already done redecorating. For the third and final phase, the battery was carefully suspended over the generator. All these steps combined created a pulley system, which could only be triggered by closing the dining hall vent. Is there anything I'm missing?
No, you're good, Owl Boy.
How I closed the vent.
Huh?
No one has explained how I closed the dining hall vent. Obviously, I didn't do it during the blackout. According to Damon, the blackout can only happen after the vent is closed. So, I must have stood up, gone behind the chair, and closed the vent during the tournament. That's stupid. Someone is definitely going to notice that sort of conspicuous movement. It doesn't matter if that someone is on the opposite side of the room.
We were playing a video game.
How did we overlook such an obvious discrepancy?
Because we were playing Super Smash Bros. Eva's right, standing up would look really suspicious was exactly why she used that to circumvent the problem. The TV?
Hey, the tournament equipment is innocent. It was on the other side of the room from Eva.
Why did I even suggest that? Okay,
I don't know why you're pointing fingers at some random chair.
Okay.
Looks pretty normal to me.
Right, the chair's too far for the vent to be suspicious. The sofa chair? This music's awesome,
The location
dude.
of your chair bypasses this problem entirely. Here's a vent. All you need to do is set the chair to recline and reach behind you.
Oh god, that's so stupid.
Set the chair to recline?
All the dining hall chairs have the ability to recline.
Oh.
Some were already set to that position at the start of the tournament, including Ava's. With her chair in recline, Ava can easily reach down and close the vent without shifting from her position. It's not perfectly inconspicuous, but it's subtle enough to not catch most people's attention, especially those focused on watching a video game competition.
Yeah, fuck video games, am I right? Eva, what do you gotta say?
Well, am I wrong?
This isn't funny.
Don't do this.
Just because I was sitting in front of the vent doesn't mean I was the one who triggered the mechanism.
No one can sneak up behind you without drawing attention, especially when all the lights were still on.
That's just dumb! Where I was sitting shouldn't make me a murderer.
Even so, with everything we've spoken about...
To be fair, there's no concrete evidence that she did any of this.
Everything? Did you already forget what was said earlier? Just look at all the items I would need to set up this murder. The battery, the extension cord, the rolling pin, the taser, the syringe, and the supposed drug used with it. How could I have collected all of those things? Wolfgang and everyone else hated me because I lied about my talent. They were on their guard whenever I was around. You think Jet and Desmond would just let me walk into their rooms and take their stuff?
Well, yeah.
That's true. We still haven't explained how she robbed 2 people's rooms without being caught.
Unless you can prove I had the chance to get all this stuff, you can't make me out to be the killer.
Fine. I'll show proof. Only you could obtain the items necessary for this murder.
What? How did Eva obtain these? Eva had my blackmail. Eva had Desmond's blackmail. Oh.
I got it.
Oh.
Ava, you were well aware of the existence of those items.
It is a trigonometry trap. Yeah, it is trigonometry. Oh god, that makes it worse. The Maplet used trigonometry. God fucking damn it, dude. Holy fucking god damn it. Eva, you are well aware about the existence of those ardors.
Everyone heard about Jet's battery. It was common knowledge due to his boasting.
Wait, so it's all my fault?
Don't think of it like that.
Since the dorms aren't locked, could have easily snuck in and grabbed the battery while no one was inside. The battery is lightweight too, so you wouldn't have trouble carrying it. For the rest of your plan, the syringe and drugs are both readily available in the pharmacy. And as for the taser, you may not have known about its existence right away. But you still had every incentive to search Desmond's room, because you received his blackmail.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eva? You knew my blackmail this whole time and never said anything?
So what?
Huh?
That's, I mean, fair.
So what if I knew? I wasn't the only one. Damon knew your blackmail as well.
Oh, yeah. He read it out loud to everyone earlier, didn't he?
Damon knew almost everything I did. He knew where the items used in this murder were stored. He knew the layout of the boiler room and the storage closets. He knew all sorts of things. The only thing he didn't know is the one thing more important than any piece of physical evidence.
The hell are you talking about?
See? You still don't know.
Please, Eva, let me control you. Let Damon die and let me switch over to you.
You still don't know that we never saw eye to eye.
Huh? What?
Eye to eye... on the not killing each other stuff?
On Wolfgang.
Eh?
Damon saw the way Wolfgang scolded me and treated me like a bad guy, and he thought I hated him the same way he did. But unlike Damon, I never wanted Wolfgang to die.
What the?
Whoa!
You're fucking load. You're twisted. Oh, you're manipulating everyone.
First for this trial.
If you thought you saw the worst of Damon after the dummy trial, you underestimate just how low
that's
he
how
can
it is,
stoop.
huh?
I practically risked my life pretending to be his ally, but in return, he let me see the extent of his deceitfulness, which is why I can tell everyone that Damon has Wolfgang's blackmail.
Respect. Utter respect. You know, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh gosh.
Oh, well, okay, guys. Let's slow down a little bit. Eva, Damon, you should have seen this coming. I don't know why your smartass didn't think about it. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I guess we're both in it now.
Any reason you didn't tell us this earlier?
Because I'm a bitch.
Well, I didn't think it was incriminating at first.
Not even when he refused to come forward about it?
That was weird, but I didn't want to make accusations at the time because it could have just been his ego talking. Only after watching him reject the taser gun over this dumb mechanism he made up did I realize I had potential evidence on my hands.
Damon, do you have your blackmail on you?
Yeah, here it is. It says fucking Wolfgang with a dude.
Don't worry about reading it out loud or anything. Just show the image. That's all you gotta do.
Did Eva really never trust me? She trusted me. She trusted us, Damon. That's why this is so fucked up to her. She's getting desperate now. You know how she acts when she's desperate. She starts clawing and fighting her way out as anyone should. And right now, that's against you, kid. Why then did she disclose so much to me? Because she trusted you. You were her one friend. Why did she tell me? She trusted you. No, this can't be at the forefront of my mind right now. I'm on the cusp of bringing this case to a close. What Eva thinks about me shouldn't matter. What she thinks about me. Took my side way back at the beginning, remember? We were the only people who refused to listen to what that lawyer said, and you helped me solve the mystery behind that whole case. No one thanked you, though. I'm really sorry about how things turned out. The other students wouldn't have treated you so unfairly if it wasn't for me. Damn it. The entire time I've been judging the others for how trusting they are, not even realizing I was blindly following the words of a stranger. And now everyone here, they're gonna hold this blackmail crap against me. Even more than if I would just come forward about it earlier. So Eva, choose to kill Wolfgang and hopefully frame the cosmologist, but also know who had Wolfgang's blackmail to have a backup framing? Even so, what choice do I have? No one will let this discussion continue until I tell the truth.
Fine. I'll show it. But only the picture. As requested.
With those words, I retrieved the envelope from my pocket. Just say the name. There's a name on it. You don't have to show the rest. He's dead. Like, come on. and pulled out the photo.
He's married?
That's his father. To be fair, I made the same
Ingrid,
mistake.
Wolfgang doesn't have blue eyes.
So, who is this then? His parents?
I mean, why else would the guy look like him?
Could also be a brother. Yeah, it could 100% be his brother, but most likely his father.
Given the year this photo was taken,
Oh,
these two people must be his parents.
unless a really older brother.
Look at what's printed at the bottom. April 17th, 2001.
Was that really that long ago?
We know how old Wolfgang is because of the student reports. In 2001, he wasn't even born yet.
He's a really younger brother.
But why his parents? Are they being held against their will?
Tozu?
You can't leave us hanging, Damo! You gotta read out what it says!
He's dead, Cassidy.
That's not what was asked of me. And even if I had to, I don't think someone who can't explain himself should have his secrets revealed to everyone.
Some things are better left unsaid.
For the record, I know what Wolfgang's blackmail says, but it didn't change my outlook on him.
It's about his parents, so...
I don't think it's possible for anyone to hate someone like Wolfgang.
Oh, Damon,
He
what the...
was brave in the face of sheer adversity.
You hated him
He encouraged
100%.
everyone
What
else
is
to
this
act
ass shit?
likewise.
What is this lying ass shit?
Wolfgang challenged me to be a better person.
Damon,
Wolfgang
Damon,
challenged all
Damon.
of us
Is
to
this
be
a
better
fucking manipulate off? Is this just me and Eva trying to manipulate the rest?
Maybe Eva simply couldn't rise to his challenge.
Don't listen to him! He's trying to divert everyone from the truth.
Even though Wolfgang and I didn't always see eye to eye, my respect for him and his talent never wavered. Why would someone like me harm him? Me, who's been leading this trial much the same way he led the one before. I may have questioned the idea no one here would kill, but that doesn't make me someone who wants to see bloodshed.
He does! He does want bloodshed!
You could say you're trying to sneak your way out.
We have all the proof he's a cold-blooded killer! Wolfgang's blackmail, which he lied about having!
But wasn't Damon playing?
Nothing he says should be trusted. Nothing he says about me or anything else.
It is odd that we place faith in a man who does not have faith in us.
I mean, it is odd that you place faith in me, a man, like just one of them. I feel like this should have been more like a group thing. Am I the new Wolfgang now? Is this what y'all treating me like?
So much so, these discussions are mostly led by his own conjecture.
Exactly.
Damon isn't the killer, though. Why would he try to mislead anyone? Like, he and I were playing a game when the murder happened, and multiple people can vouch for us.
Not to mention, the things he's been saying make a lot of sense.
Is everyone trusting me now? Yippee!
Truth has no personal alliance. That's why.
Even if he wasn't here, we'd arrive at the same conclusion anyway.
No, you guys wouldn't. I'm so sorry. I've been carrying this shit. Y'all just be a bunch of losers.
Depends who you mean by we.
Yeah. Eva, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If this was any other circumstance, I would have been there behind your back 100%. You placed your trust in me and I placed my trust in you. But when 17 kids' lives are on the line, I can't afford to stick by you.
Then, you all still think I'm the killer?
Someone needs to be voted by the end of this.
Don't just say it like that.
Eva, if this was any other situation, if you were lying to get out of like pain for something, or like, you know, you hurt someone but you didn't kill them, but like, or you know, you're just trying to get away from, I would, if any lie, any reason you had for lying, I would 100% backed you up on, except this. We could have made it out together. We could have worked together. You made a mistake, and I shouldn't be forced. You made a mistake, and I don't owe you anything anymore. I'm sorry. There she goes.
My ears!
You have a helmet on.
How would I know?
what?
The battery.
The battery! Damon says the killer dropped the battery when Diana was already in the boiler room. But how would I know when Diana was in the boiler room? It's not as if I could listen out for her. The music speakers are too loud. And the dining hall has no clocks, so it'd be impossible for me to know if it was 8:45 a.m.
Right. Only Mark's DJ pad had a clock.
There's a cool sprite of her.
Maybe Ava asked Mark for the time.
She never spoke to me.
We never spoke! I never even got up from my chair! Besides, how could I be sure Diana arrived on time anyway? If you can't explain how I knew when to drop the battery, then shut up and stop accusing me!
Yeah, that makes a decent point. How did she drop the battery in time? Did she just rely on chance? No, that doesn't seem likely. Her entire plan fails if her timing isn't right. Come on, think. If my years of debate have taught me anything, I need to look at this from another angle. If I just take it from the top while assuming Eva is the killer. She checked the time, she guessed, she heard Diana enter, she saw Diana enter. She heard or she saw it? How would she see? What did she do? She checked the time? How would she see? The light down there? Was there any light down there?
I got it.
What light?
The only way the killer would have known when to spring their trap was by seeing Diana enter the room. Any uncertainty would ruin the plan, and the dining hall was too loud to hear anything over.
So where did she watch from? Diana from? There's only two possible places. The camera or the vent? It was the vent, right?
Trying to look into the boiler room through the vent is impossible.
I should have known better than to suggest something like that. The camera?
This is it.
But she wouldn't have access to that, would she?
It's impossible to see anything from the vent, which means the only way anyone could see into the room.
You didn't work with Tozer, did you?
Was by using the school cameras.
Say what?
I don't understand how, but Ava must have used the camera.
Is she working with the kidnappers?
Are you kidding me? How the hell would I have access to the camera?
I love her voice in this. In order to actually see what was happening to the security cameras, what would Eva need access to? Naturally, it had some sort of screen. Screen, huh? Thinking back on all the various clues we discussed, I can't pinpoint anything which could provide an answer to that question. Feels like deja vu, huh? When all the options are ruled out, I could only turn towards the one which still remains. The one thing we yet to discuss. Eva, it's time I bring an end to what you started. For better or for worse, this one will be your final lie. It's time to solve the piece of the puzzle. However, it won't be without a fight. Announcing Argument Acceleration. In this game, you and your opponent will battle each other in a bullet hell extravaganza. Dodge your opponent's attacks, shoot down their arguments, and solve the case. Use the WASD, the move, and the spacebar to fire noise bullets so you can focus and by pressing the left shift key, which will slow the battle temporarily. Your opponent will fire their own bullets, so be sure to use your ability to strategically avoid damage. They will make statements of their own, which will appear as orange text. Oh, they also start the game with a shield, meaning they cannot be damaged by any means. But worry not, you can weaken their shield by breaking their statements with your bullets. Breaking their statements are charges to your mega bullet. You want to press the F key to fire that one. No, we're snoozing. If you miss it, don't worry. Just break more statements to recharge your mega bullet. After a certain amount of hits, you'll progress to the next stage of the battle, and your opponent will become more frenzied, their attacks even wilder. Once they finally run out of HP, your opponent will then ask you for their burning question. Press WASD to correct order to solve the case. If you fail, you will have to start over from the last stage of the battle. However, losing all your HP will force you to restart from the very beginning, so I suggest you don't do that. This is quite a lot of information, so feel free to press F2 in order to refresh yourself. I would say have fun, but your life actually depends on it, so get going. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, it's actual bullet hell. How do
would
I?
kill anyone?
Oh, it's space.
Who cares about the camera?
I do.
Didn't see anything. This isn't fair. Why would I kill anyone?
Don't be saying bad shit
There's
to
no
me.
proof I killed Wolfgang. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I didn't
Oh god,
see
I'm good at
anything.
this.
I didn't see anything.
I just need to lock in.
There's no proof
I can just hold space.
Why would I kill anyone? Why would I kill anyone? I
Because
didn't
you're
see anything.
crazy.
I just wanted to help. This isn't fair.
Oh, do I not
just
actually
wanted
like
to help.
hit her?
I
Oh,
didn't see anything. This isn't fair. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
okay.
It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? There's no
I love
proof
her
killed
voice, dude.
Wolfgang.
The
There's
vocal
no proof
fry.
I killed Wolfgang. There's no proof I killed. It's Damon
F3 to
who's
help. I thought it was
suspicious.
F2.
I didn't see any. Why would I kill anyone? This isn't fair.
Eva, I really liked
Damon
you.
who's
I really did.
There's no proof I killed
I
Wolfgang.
really did like you. Holy shit, dude. I gotta open tomorrow. I gotta be up in 6 a.m. I gotta be at work at 6 a.m.
Damon who's suspicious. This isn't
MCS
fair.
is tomorrow,
Who cares
and
about the
I'm
camera?
just
Why would I kill anyone?
sitting here playing video games because that's all I ever
Who cares
was.
about the camera? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. There's no proof
Oh.
I killed Wolfgang.
I had to
I
shoot
just
her.
wanted to help. I told you so.
Oh, I fucked up. I was supposed to shoot my mega bullet. My fault. Okay.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Who cares about the camera? There's no proof I killed. Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone? I didn't see anything.
Eva's sprite is so fun in this.
I just wanted
This
to
is
help.
such a cool minigame idea.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera? Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I kill anyone?
Okay, I see what I'm supposed to do now.
There's no proof I killed Wolf. I didn't see and there's no proof. Damon. I
What?
thought you trusted me.
I did.
Who cares about the camera?
Oh, don't
There's no
make
proof
this.
I killed Wolf. It's
Oh.
Damon who's this isn't fair.
Don't flip the case on its head, dude.
I kill anyone.
Don't be doing that.
Just wanted to help.
Oh shit, what the hell?
Who cares about the camera?
Oh, you got you got real.
Why would I kill anyone? It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted
Holy
to help.
fuck,
Why would
bro.
I kill? I didn't see anything.
Shit, I missed.
Who cares about the camera? Who cares about the camera? It's Damon
Whoa,
who's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
suspicious.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not suspicious at all. Holy crud! I feel like a streamer right now for the first time.
Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
No, I missed.
There's no proof
Oh,
I
I
killed Wolfgang.
missed. Oh my god, onion rings, Markiplier, everything I ever wanted to be in my hands, right? Holy shit!
Anything. I didn't see anything.
You did see something. You did.
I just wanted to. Why won't you believe me?
Don't do that.
Why would I kill anyone? There's
If
no
you were
proof
able
I
to
killed
definitively
Wolfgang. Why would
prove,
I
if
kill
you had another suspect, literally anyone, even if it was Jet, goddamn, I would take that.
proof I killed Wolfgang?
But there's no one else.
Why would I kill anyone?
Oh, she's gotten her crows. You were right about the crows.
Why kill anyone? Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Anything. I didn't see any. I didn't see anything.
Oh, my low ho.
I didn't see any. I just wanted to
Jerma,
help.
give me your
I didn't
strength.
see any. This
I-
isn't
yeah.
fair. I didn't see anything. I just wanted
She
to help.
just sent her ravens at me, dude.
Anything. Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious.
Come on, go down.
I didn't see anything. How could I access the security camera?
Eva's game console. Fuck, I fucked up. I fucked up. It was Eva's personal game console. Oh my god, that's it. That wasn't a console at all. You don't like video games at all. You're not even a nerd like me. Holy shit, you were lying this whole time. Oh, I died. Holy fuck, dude. Her Raven's fucking pointing at me. Do we gotta start from the beginning?
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
There is proof.
I just wanted to help. I didn't see anything.
All the things line up way too much.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I just wanted to help.
Oh, come on.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill anyone? This isn't fair. It's Damon who's suspicious.
All right, now that I got the hang of it, I'm so good at this.
This isn't fair. It's Damon who's suspicious.
So you just gotta focus on you in this situation.
Damon, I thought you trusted me.
I did.
Why would I kill anyone?
Oh man.
Why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera?
I just gotta get out of this so I can shoot.
It's Damon who's suspicious.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Damon who's suspicious. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. Who cares about
Why did it have to be you? Why did I have to be right immediately?
I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. Believe me.
Oh, that art's really tough.
This isn't fair. Why would I kill It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I kill anyone? I just wanted
What's
to
your
help.
execution gonna be, Nathalie?
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
I'm still waiting for it to be like, oh, it's actually someone else.
Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. It's Damon who's. I didn't see anything.
Oh, come on. We were supposed to make it to the end together. Or you were supposed to die, like,
It's Damon who's suspicious.
like at the very end.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. How could I access the security camera?
Eva's personal game console.
This isn't
What the
fair.
fuck? Oh, come on.
I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. It's
Right.
Damon who's
Oh, I pressed the wrong button
suspicious.
for that.
I didn't see anything. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Okay.
This isn't fair. I just wanted to help. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Ah, shit. Yeah,
Who
no.
cares about the camera?
I care.
It's Damon who's suspicious. I just
Come on,
wanted
just
to
a
help.
little more.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything.
Come on. Get down. One more.
It's Damon who's suspicious. It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair. Why would I kill anyone?
Ah, I missed.
I didn't see anything. This isn't fair. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Oh, I'm so fucked up. I'm so dead. I'm so dead, bro. Mordecai. Ah. Eva's personal game console.
It's over. Eva, we know the truth.
No! Don't kill me!
What you said was true, Eva. Whether or not the trap works depends on if the killer can see inside the boiler room. Which begs the question, how does the killer see inside? They can't just get on their knees and peek through the vent. Everyone in the dining hall would notice. Besides, the vent probably offers very little in the way of an actual view of the room.
He was our best friend.
Exactly! It's impossible!
Right. It's impossible. From this particular angle. If I switch perspectives, your entire argument comes completely undone.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you, Swan.
Eva assumes I'm taking only one factor into account. Her position at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Little does she know that in ruling out that factor, she's led me straight to another. A certain item which could have granted her the ability to see inside the boiler room. An item that, like the chemical smell, only makes sense when all other options have been ruled out.
The game console she brought with her to the tournament.
She had no Nintendo DS.
Ava had a game console?
We thought she was with us. She thought she was a nerd like us playing fucking Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.
She wanted to get in the spirit of the tournament without being directly involved. Or so she claimed. But when every other option has been ruled out, what else can we look to but the one that's yet to be addressed?
Are you saying she saw inside the boiler room using the console?
So he played live footage of the room?
Sounds like a stretch.
It does sound like a stretch.
If I'm wrong, Ava should be able to prove her innocence. Go on, Ava. Show us the console.
Huh?
Just show us your save, bro. I better see that you picked Trico. I swear to God, if you didn't pick Trico, it's over. You're executed.
I don't think she has the console on her, dude.
She has to. She never had an opportunity to slink away and dispose of it.
What about the blackout?
When the blackout first hit, people were disorientated for about a minute at most. Ava likely spent those 60 seconds undoing the cord and moving the chair. Between then and now, she's never been alone. The only exception was when she and I split up to investigate the dining hall and the dorms respectively. However, the laundry room, dining hall, and courtyard all had people in them, so I doubt she hid the console in any of those rooms.
And the janitor closet? That room has been locked for days now. She obviously couldn't hide the console there.
Which means it must still be on her person.
Oh God.
Like I said earlier,
show it now.
If I'm wrong about the console, you can take it out right now and show everyone its contents.
Yeah, show us your fucking EV train fucking Pelipper, bro.
What are you waiting for? Quit hiding the stupid thing and show it!
Eva,
You're just trying to make me look bad.
we're trying to make you out to be a fucking murderer.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous of me.
Don't say that, please.
You're jealous of me and my talent. That's all you are. Jealous.
My fault?
Hey, calm down.
Why not just pull out the console?
Yes, show us the console and then you'll be done with this.
No!
Okay. For the trial, we're gonna pull a Team
I don't have
Rocket.
to show anyone anything.
You do?
That's the most suspicious thing you could say.
It's not suspicious. I'm telling the truth.
That's obviously a lie.
Why go through the effort of mentioning Wolfgang's blackmail if he won't reveal this?
Now that I think back on it, Ava had been staring at her console the entire tournament. I thought it was weird. Coming all the way over to the dining hall when she could have just stayed in her dorm.
Well, where did she obtain this console? We should discuss those details before continuing any more with these accusations.
Oh shit, there's more.
She won it from Tozu's gotcha pit.
Seems natural he would stock that machine with dangerous items. With this being a killing game and all.
Between 14 impossible culprits and one possible killer, there's no need to sort out the facts further.
Ava, you're the only one we can vote for.
That's such twisted logic. You're going to vote for me without being completely sure I'm even guilty?
There's no need to be completely sure. If no one else can be suspected.
Well, no, it's you. It's you.
If anyone still doubts Ava is the killer,
I don't.
I'll go through the case one last time.
Oh, we do have it.
And once all the pieces are laid out for everyone to see,
Oh
I'll
God.
prove she's the killer. Once and for
Oh, I skipped that. Okay. Okay. So, for those of you who don't play Danganronpa, this is where we make a comic of everything. So we got Wolfgang's blackmail. Oh, it's pushed like a book. How do I navigate this? Okay, Q&E. And then, you know, we're asked to go to the tournament, and both of them decline. They put on the tournament. Eva says 9 a.m. Oh. Closing the vent. Is it this one? Oh, it just tells me straight up. The blackout would be... Oh my god, this art's so good! Holy shit, look at this. The blackout was... What? Sorry. What did the crew steal? Alright, the blackout happened here. Okay, where's my other... So... I'm sorry? Do I have other panels? Oh, okay. The syringe was after he got knocked out, so this was... Okay, I see how it works. Letters for the killer. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see which one of these unlocked. Car battery. What? Yeah, you stole that. Internal plug. Was it this? Okay, cool. The killer went after Wolfgang, who arrived. The taser. Yeah, you dropped off the taser. Oh. Let's see. Where's the taser? Oh. We arrived in the boiler room last, and then the last... It's Wolfgang getting the boiler room first. I think we did it.
This is how it happened.
Oh, give it to me. How long have we been doing?
This case was directly incited by the motive Tozu introduced, in which everyone here received another person's blackmail.
Oh, this music.
Amidst the chaos that spawned, the killer saw an opportunity to commit a murder.
Eva, why? Why? Why,
They
dude?
sent letters to two people, Wolfgang Akide, who they planned to kill, and Diana Venezia, who they planned to frame.
Venezia.
Wolfgang and Diana were asked to meet in the boiler room in 2 days' time. Wolfgang's letter told him to arrive at 8:15 a.m., while Diana's told her to arrive at 8:45 a.m.
The messages threatened to expose our blackmail, so we had no choice but to follow their instructions.
Oh, it's
At this point, the killer probably knew the way they were going to kill Wolfgang. Hence, how they reacted to this next piece of information.
The art's so good.
The following
Super Slam Sisters.
It was revealed that Cassidy and Jet were going to hold a game tournament.
The point was for people to spend time together and not think murdery thoughts. But little did we know, a would-be killer was lurking nearby. And how? The killer emboldened their own plans and made it so the tournament would happen at 9 a.m.
Did you disagree with yourself?
It's fine, it's fine. Diana looks so cute in this.
Both Wolfgang and Diana turned down the offer, which must have been music to the killer's ears, since it confirmed their plan was working. The killer took this as a sign to commence the next phase of their plan. Later that evening, they went downstairs to the boiler room, began preparing the murder weapon.
Though it might be more accurate to call it a murder mechanism.
Yeah.
The killer wrapped an extension cord as tightly as they could around the
Oh,
car
everyone's contributing.
which had been stolen from Jet's room. I imagine the battery must have been sitting on top of the generator. Wouldn't want to risk an explosion by bringing lithium too close to the water.
The killer avoided opening the boiler room vent for this segment. Probably because they knew I'd remember it being closed originally.
A crucial part of the killer's plan would involve sliding the cord through the boiler room vent and out the other end into the dining hall.
This is such an elaborate
So they could
plan,
then
and
walk
it's
upstairs
trigonometry.
to the dining hall and tie the protruding part of the cord to the dining hall vent.
Funnily enough, the killer was going to be needed in the dining hall very shortly.
Yeah, to help Cass and me rearrange the dining hall's furniture.
Everyone's so
saving the whole
cute in
thing
this
for next
little
morning,
wave.
But they convinced us to do it that night instead.
Their intentions were threefold. Create an alibi, hide the vent with a piece of furniture, and then open the vent in secret. After which, they'd return to the boiler room and suspend the battery over the generator.
Which brings us to today.
Da-da-da-da.
Knowing better than to head downstairs without protection, Wolfgang went to the kitchen and armed himself with a knife. Toshiko didn't notice a knife on him when the two met in the hallway, so he must have hidden it in his blazer.
He was strapped, bro. Gotta respect it.
Wolfgang arrived inside the boiler room at 8:15 a.m. Exactly like his letter requested. As he was waiting, the killer snuck up behind him.
And he
It is a
got
really
smacked right in the
smart-
head with that
it's a really
steel
smart
rolling
plan.
pin and crumpled like paper.
A syringe was then used to inject Wolfgang with a sleeping drug, ensuring he would remain in the boiler room until Diana arrived.
The killer might have, left the taser on the floor around this time.
Yeah, the taser they swiped from my dorm. They must have decided to raid the place after receiving my blackmail.
Oh, okay. I thought
If
he
I'd
was
heard
in
about the
cahoots
taser sooner,
for a second.
I could have gotten rid of it, as well as whatever else my blackmail supposedly mentions.
Save the angsting for later, will you?
Anyway, back on topic. Wolfgang was left to lie in the partially flooded area of the boiler room, while the killer ran upstairs to help set up Mark's music equipment.
They didn't care about the equipment. They just wanted to put a speaker
This
next
music's
to the
so
vent
good.
because it would drown out the fight which was going to happen later.
Don't forget the digital clock! They wanted to get there before that became available. Don't need people knowing what time you actually arrived.
My letter said to meet at 8:45 a.m. So that's when I got to the boiler room. I made sure to close the door behind me, just as the message told me to.
Then who? Wait.
Bad idea. Killer flipped the doorknob so that the lock was on the outside instead of the inside. You locked yourself in.
Wait, how did the door
room was
lock then?
Really dark too.
Oh.
I didn't even see the suspended battery.
Okay, never mind.
Only the blinking security camera.
I get it now.
And then, Wolfgang, he got up on his feet all of a sudden. And he started crying and saying these weird things.
He was pretty weird.
I tried to keep him calm and asked him to come over to me,
That's epic.
which he actually did. But the very next second, he attacked me with his knife.
The drugs probably gave him a frightening hallucination, and he perceived you as a threat.
He was screaming at me, and I was screaming back. No one from the tournament could hear us over the music. At one point, I even picked up the taser, but then I threw it back down again.
And that's when the killer decided it was time. Having set their chair to recline, they were able to casually reach down and close the vent behind them.
You don't even like video games, do you?
This lowered the extension cord, causing the car battery to enter the water and discharge a huge amount of electricity.
That's awful. That's awful.
Wolfgang, who was still standing in the water, was electrocuted instantly.
Well, at least he...
The battery itself exploded upon reacting with the water, which the killer was likely banking on as a way to destroy evidence.
Pikachu used Thunderbolt?
All of this happened right under my nose. No one could have guessed that someone present at the tournament was committing murder.
That was cool.
The explosion also damaged the generator and caused the blackout. Everyone ended up stumbling around in the dark.
Not for long, though. We quickly came back to our senses and agreed to look for a backup generator on the underground floor.
I used a hairpin to unlock the boiler room door and ran outside, but you guys had already made it downstairs.
Fuck, that looks so
That's
good,
when you
dude.
say you ducked around a corner and out of sight. Only after everyone went inside the closets did you then dash upstairs.
It's a good thing she did. Otherwise, we'd have found her alone in her room with Wolfgang's dead body. We would have wrongly assumed Diana was the killer, and died as a result.
This is a true, tried and true Danganronpa
This
case.
complicated scheme calls to mind only one person.
With it
One
being so
person who
complicated.
just so happened to be sitting in a certain sofa chair.
It was you.
That person is you, Ava Sunaka.
The ultimate mathlete.
It's over, Ava. We know the truth.
It's not fair. This isn't fair.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Isn't fair.
This is gonna hurt so badly. Listen, this is not my fault. I'm just trying to defend 17 lives here. Wonderful, brilliant, spectacular. We have seen beyond the foul lies of the scorned mathematician and delivered the honorable truth and wit and aplomb.
Well done.
That is worthy of praise. Allow me to reward your success with...
This isn't funny.
Can you shut up? Without Tozu's mad ramblings, the trial room had gone completely silent. Everyone was either staring at the floor or sneaking nervous glances at each other. I'm sorry, guys. I understand the reason for all this frosty atmosphere. You found out who done it, so now you wish you didn't know why done it. Oh, so you now wish to know why done it.
Such a spoil sport.
Very well. Every murder mystery needs a motive, and I would be loath to break tradition at this stage. Kid, I had every hope for you. I did really trust you. 100%.
There must be something.
Eva, why did you do this? Just why?
Come on.
That hurt so good. Come on, speak up. You have nothing to lose now. It was Tozu. Huh? Tozu made me do it.
This is...
What?
You...
You've been working with Tozu this entire time?
Such disrespect.
Me and her, oh please. If her plan was to secretly infiltrate the killing game, she wouldn't have given herself such an attention-grabbing ultimate title.
Rubbish.
I mean, seriously, ultimate liar. Talk about on the nose. No, Eva is just as much of a kidnappee as the rest of you.
Son of a bitch!
Shut up! You let her get away with breaking the rules? That's proof enough you're in codes.
Holy!
Huh? Eva broke the rules? Yeah, she blew up fucking school property. Why the fuck was I punished for checking a rocket camera, but Eva wasn't punished for destroying a fucking generator? Shit. Is Eva the exception to that rule that I was talking about? What? Desmond tapped the screen in his trinket and conjured a familiar squared-shaped hologram. In a few swipes of his fingers, he located the killing game rules. Okay, yeah, everyone take a second look at the second rule. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game properties, such as cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply. You see how it says exceptions may apply at the end? Since Eva wasn't punished for breaking the generator, because that means she's counted as an exception.
Stop lying!
Are you gonna explain how, or are you just gonna trying to be a fucking contrarian.
This looks bad.
Oh, if I had to make a guess, it's probably because Diva destroyed the generator while committing a murder. Eh?
What's all this about?
Are you saying Eva has special privileges? I think it's more like her method of murder was what destroyed the generator. Meaning the generator is technically tied to Wolfgang's death. Yeah, while Eva was executed for breaking it.
Slow down.
Yo, that can't actually be the reason, can it?
I see, I see.
I see. And if it were? What? You. I see. Eva believes she would count as an exception to the rule, which is why she didn't take any steps to avoid destroying the generator.
What?
She risked getting shot in the head over something she just assumed.
That ain't it.
Nah, with how confidently Eva executed the murder, she must have known for sure she wouldn't be penalized. How about it, Tozu? Did you ever share that information with her?
Who? Me?
A desperate... Oh, sorry. I just unleashed my Monokuma. A desperate killer is much like a hungry seagull, ready to pounce upon the slightest crumb of substance. The mere implication of a loophole ignites their senses, and there are desperate people always do, will share their dignity in pursuit of confirmation. So to answer your question, yes, Eva approached me with the same questions you friends are asking now. And yes, I had confirmed her suspicions were true.
Not okay!
Seriously, that's so unfair.
Pathetic.
Unfair? Answering a reasonable question is far from unfair. Have you never asked a professor for help on an assignment? Surely your professor won't do the work for you. But they'll be very clear in clearing up on any confusion you might have. Then why did Eva say you made her kill Wolfgang? I suppose you could say Eva and I made a deal. Is there actually any truth to this? Did Eva actually make a deal with you? A deal to begin the killing game.
Impossible!
In exchange for agreeing to perform the first kill, she would receive a special perk. The Traitor Perk.
Holy!
What do you mean the Traitor Perk? Is it the tablet Eva has? I mean, she refused to show it to us when she asked. Mind you that a host cannot simply hand over a Traitor Perk to anyone who asks. For a student to be eligible for a perk, they must first earn it.
That was very...
What do you mean by earn it? Do you recall that little tidbit I shared with you about the pharmacy? You know, the one about the secret lurking inside. You see, I have a very interesting secret lurking beyond this door. That secret, were you referring to the Traitor Perk? Indeed I was! When I said I was a very interesting secret was lurking inside, I meant that quite literally. The only thing separate you from the perk was a few inches of stainless steel and a pin pad. I knew the answer! I knew the answer was the fucking shit! Oh gosh, you're talking about that big door I found tucked behind the shelf. I see. It was hiding the Traitor Perk all along. How did Eva figure out the password on the pin pad, though? Did she just enter a bunch of numbers until it, finally worked?
Well,
Or did your code would have thousands of potential combinations? Unless Eva encountered unbelievable luck, the chances of her guessing the code in only a few days is extremely unlikely. Then how'd she get access to the Traitor Perk? The 4 numbers to unlock the pin pad. How did Eva figure them out? There's only one way. There's only one way I could see her obtaining the correct answer. It's to do with the poster, isn't it? That mysterious poster in the pharmacy. What poster are you? Ding, 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 correct. Yes, hidden inside one of the pharmacy rooms is the poster which reveals the code to the pin pad.
For real?
Yes, for reals. How can that poster reveal the code, though? It was the price tag. I knew it had to be important somehow. None of the visuals made sense, which is exactly why it caught my attention. But I didn't know what to do with that information, how to decipher what I was seeing.
Pathetic.
And this is where you fell short of your mathematically gifted peer. With her keen eyesight and quick thinking, she saw the poster for what it really was. An equation.
What?
Every detail is deceitful. Those explanations of grandeur may in fact be a hint towards a certain something's nature, and that large star as stranded in a coordinated Lane. Well, not that it matters anymore. The passcode to that precious pin pad is, after all, being changed as we speak. To quote the words of my parents, the road to freedom must always be paved with obstacles.
Sick and twisted!
No way, a map equation is totally up Eva's alley. Eva, you told me you didn't understand the cipher.
Why the long face?
Of course you did. The equation is the key to the trader perk. Handing it over would mean handing the perk over.
Shit.
But the trader perk was Eva's reward for solving the puzzle?
Anybody?
The heck even is the perk? You still haven't explained that yet.
Me?
I assure you it's a very handy thing to have. You see, this trader perk allows the owner to access the security cameras using a tablet. That tablet, of course, being on Eva's person right now.
Damn it.
So I was right. You accessed the camera in the boiler room, which is how you saw Diana enter.
Oh, crud!
I thought it was weird it wouldn't show with the tablet, but I didn't think it was actually the wired to the school cameras.
But then...
Then the reason I saw the camera lights blinking back in the boiler room is because Eva was watching me?
What?
This is making too much sense.
Nonsense.
Eva, how could you negotiate with your kidnapper? Why would you have any reason to trust him? I had no choice. I either take his deal and give myself a chance of escape, or I would die here with the rest of you. This story is about how you couldn't trust us, huh? You. That selfish attitude is the reason why we ended up in this mess. Oh, Desmond's mad. Didn't we promise we'll make it out of here together? If you haven't murdered one of the only people who could have handled the situation, we might have made some progress in escaping.
Hang on.
Even if I didn't kill, someone else would have eventually. And if they were in my position right now, they wouldn't admit to what they've done. They'd cry and snivel and try to guilt you. They wouldn't be honest like me. Well... yeah.
Watch it.
Honest or not, playing Tezu's game was risky. You were trapped in a small space with witnesses everywhere. That's not a gamble you should have taken.
What a joke.
We had food, we had shelter. All we had left to do was wait for our eventual rescue from this place. But
Stop it!
I would have died first. God damn it. No, you wouldn't have. Not with me. No, you wouldn't have. Oh my gosh. Eva. I think your story ends in cowardice. I think you cling on to poor mechanisms to cope. To really avoid doing the one thing that you need to do, which is take a long look at yourself and understand that you're okay. That you're fine. You yourself are fine. It was obvious from what was happening with Wolfgang. His constant jeering at me over the few mistakes I'd make, while the rest of you followed his lead. If a crash trial ever happened with him around, he would accuse me of being the killer without even any evidence. And you all would have believed him.
Whoa!
That's not. Because of Wolfgang, I was isolated from everyone. He turned me into an easy target for murder. And if I was murdered, would the rest of you even bother to find out who killed me? Eva, if someone killed you, I would have gone through hell and back, dude. There's no way you would have. There's no way anyone would have. You're all the worst. I hope you all rot here.
Bro?
That's cold, man.
Really let me down.
Even if we had some rough spots, some of us would still try to get along with you. During the gaming tournament, I was fine with joining you. You think a few games were enough to forgive everything you did to me? None of you actually cared about me. None of you, even me? You were! I've never been anything to anyone. It really is the same in here as it is out there. I'm always the one that people hated. I didn't choose this talent. I was just doing what others wanted me to do. Oh, gifted kid. Oh, gifted kid. Why's that guy got such cool hair in the back? What? I was the prodigy student of the adults wanted me to be. I thought I did everything right, but I still kept being judged. Everyone around me resented me, hated me because they wanted the love I received, or what they thought was love. And despite all my hard work, the UTP turned me into something I never wanted to be. Even if I wanted to return to normality, it would be impossible. I'm stuck with this talent for life. And now I try to become something more than a sad joke. And I get hit with the realization that all my efforts were for nothing. I could never be anyone else. I'll never get what I deserve. She cared. She definitely cared.
Understand.
I don't get it.
Why?
Why'd you frame me? I cared about you. I stood up for you whenever I could.
Say that!
I wanted to be your roommate. I wanted to help you.
I don't want to.
It didn't mean anything. Why? You still agreed with everything Wolfgang said. No matter what he did to me, you kept supporting him. Is that why you tried to frame me for his murder? Yeah, and you deserved it.
No.
Eva.
No.
Diana let out a sob and nearly fell onto her podium. Eloise ran over to Diana and put an arm around her shoulder.
Can you believe that?
Why did you have to kill Wolfgang in front of her? That's so cruel. That is really fucked up. To be fair, one mastermind to another, incredible job. Incredible trauma she'll have to live with for the rest of her life. As Damon though, what the fuck? She obviously knew what she was doing. Both the cause and the time of death were mentioned in the mock trial, so standard reason they would be mentioned here too. When Eva realized that, she tried to leverage it against us. I'm sure receiving that little camera perk made it all too easy to time the murder.
Shut it!
Enough of this bullshit already. So Eva's a privileged little asshole who thinks her life sucks. Who cares? You took Wolfgang's life. The only thing you deserve is some fucking comeuppance. Sheesh. I doubt she's actually telling the truth. Murdering someone because they lied about their inoffensive talent? Even she must know how ridiculous that sounds. Don't...
How can that be?
If Eva did kill Wolfgang because she was scared, then why did she kill him?
Honestly?
Why else but to escape the killing game? I doubt any of us were a threat to her. In fact, it was probably the complete opposite. She thought she was smarter and better than all of us. That's why she thought she could win this class
My
trial.
thoughts exactly.
Yes, I agree with Winona. In that case, do you reckon Eva killed Wolfgang because of his ability as a lawyer? She herself admitted that he would have suspected her if he was there. Clearly, Wolfgang was the best person to kill if she wanted to escape.
Nope.
And anyways, Eva isn't the only one who's vulnerable. There are people here with even weaker bodies and weaker minds. Anyone who's looking for an easy kill would know to target them first. Toshiko, get behind me. It's fine. It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, Mark, you didn't come to mind. It doesn't matter. Even if no one targeted me, I still would have died first. How so? Because of the perk. Don't tell me. Tozu told me that if I didn't use the perk to murder someone as soon as possible, I was going to die.
What did you say?
What?
Nonsense!
Is this true, Tozu?
Who? Me?
Guilty as charged. You motherfucker! Holy shit! That changes everything! Eva! Eva, we can still make it out of here. Whatever he's got lined up for you, we could outrun it, I'm sure.
Dude, no!
Tozu never told me the number of days I had left, just that I needed to kill soon. If I didn't kill soon, I'd die.
This isn't fair!
I had to do something. You can't blame me for that. If you were in my shoes, you would have all done the same. You would have all done the same.
Worthless.
It's your own fault. You're only in that situation because you took the perk.
No.
Tozu targeted me with a math puzzle. He offered me the perk when I was at my lowest point. If you guys were approached the way I was, I'm offered a chance to go home, you would have taken the perk too.
Stop it!
You're just a bunch of hypocrites. You want to make me look like the villain so you feel less bad about killing me. Killing her. That's right, how could I forget? Yet the blackened is uncovered.
Dumbass.
Enough already. I'm sick of talking to this scumbag. Get on with the fucking execution, will ya? Alright. This soap opera is entertaining, but I realize it's time to change the channel. Eva. Wait, don't tell me you're actually going to... Eva, hold my hand.
Holy!
All of a sudden, the elevator behind us began to churn alive. The whir of the machinery could be heard from the other side of the doors, raw and loud and rhythmic, like a mechanical symphony.
The show must go on.
Don't divert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I had a lot of budget went into this. No, I don't. What's going on? This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Blood is rushing.
To the victor goes the spoils. How the honorable deed avenged at last. I don't deserve this. Even if you hate me, I don't deserve this. May our charitable justice inspire fear and humility in those with wretched souls.
Kill me!
This isn't fair. I don't deserve to die. I deserve to live. I deserve to live. And stir the hearts and minds of all those bearing witness. Everyone? Ready, everyone. Let the show begin.
I want to live. I deserve to live. I'm going to live.
Go fighting, dude.
I'm going to live!
Okay. You're gonna outrun it, right? And now we present. Oh shit. The execution of Eva Huh? Don't tell me. Enjoy the show. Oh, Eva. No last words to me? Oh, it's just... Oh, wow. No, fight it. Yeah, you gotta fight it. Oh, she's gonna go kicking and screaming. Oh, no. David, pull it. No, you could help her. Oh, that's such a cool shot, though. Fiery furnace of affliction. What you gonna do to the ultimate math whiz? Okay. Yes, it was her. This is the execution. Oh, come on. Don't make her do this. This is so humiliating. Yes, come on, dude. Oh, no. This is class. Oh, shit. Oh, it's fucking, the things you measure angles with. Oh, oh. No, you gotta crawl. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Making her last moments this. Pencils and... Nail... Oh, no. Come on, dude. This is fucking awful. What? Who is that? Oh. Protractors, that's the name of it. Yeah, Kai, that's what I expected. Oh, yeah, I should have expected that one too. Okay, that one actually kind of tame. Oh my god, dude! Holy shit, dude. She was the ultimate mathematician, by the way. The ultimate mathlete is what they called her. She was really the best at math. But yeah, she did it. My entire body is seized up. I couldn't move a single limb, and I couldn't say a single word. All I could do was stand and stare, my mind at a complete and total loss.
There's no way.
So that's what punishment entails? Let me go home. Was this the first trial? Technically, yes. This was the first one with the real kill. We had to do a tutorial one with like a test one, like a test dummy. But this is the first time it's been like a real murder. Yes.
Isn't this lovely?
Goodness, talk about a heated moment. Ava put up quite a fight for a second there. Almost had me believing we underestimated her.
Moving on.
Just kidding.
I'll be damned.
How could you do this, forcing innocent people to kill each other?
Terrible.
Terrible. So judgmental. Need I remind you that this is a student-on-student warfare?
Get out.
Just shut up already. Ava, why? You just needed a friend. I could have been the friend you needed. I could have been the friend that she needed. I was there for her. We were holding hands together the entire time. How could I not possibly see that she had no trust in me at all? She must have felt something for me. Not romantically, I mean, just like it's trust at all. Because that's what she needed. I was there for her. She must have been able to see that. Why did you do this?
I can't believe it.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I don't even know what I'm feeling anymore. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, shit!
Oh, I'm totally gonna die here, ain't I?
I can't be like this.
No one's gonna die, yeah? We're all gonna be okay. Come on, repeat after me. I'm here and I'm okay. I'm here and I'm okay. I'm glad you... I'm here and I'm okay. This was my reality. This is me. And you kind of must be wondering, why did she do it? For a couple reasons. One, she found a secret puzzle that we couldn't figure out, but she found the secret, which was a killer perk. She got like a bonus perk, which was, she was able to, she got basically like a bonus power up, right? This power up was that she was able to see the cameras that are all over the school. She was able to see the cameras. But in return, she took this. But Tozu said, okay, you took this, but in return, you must make a kill, or else you will die. Or else you are gonna die if you don't make a kill. Because you have this perk. And so she had to kill. But also, she felt threatened by everybody. She felt that she was gonna be the first one dead. She felt like everyone hated her, and she felt like she had no friends here. So she felt that with this killing game, people were gonna target her. And also Wolfgang also really made her life hell here. Like Wolfgang made everyone not trust her. So if there ever was a murder, they'll just like try to pin it on her. Wolfgang made her feel hated by everyone. So she knew that with those chances, she didn't stand much of a chance to survive. So she killed for her best chance of survival. The fear of death has already been heavy on my shoulders ever since the killing game was announced. But now it has completely enveloped me. I can't do it. I can't lie to myself again. Again?
It's all my fault.
Not okay. I'm never gonna be okay. Yeah, Eva. I know you're. I'm assuming you're spectating right now. Killing Wolfgang in front of Diana really fucked up. Once again, as a mastermind villain to a mastermind villain, incredible trauma she'll have to deal with for the rest of her life. As someone in this universe, holy shit, that's fucked up. I could have changed things. I could have saved her. And him, Wolfgang. If I just dragged him out of the water, I could have saved him. Don't get the survivor's guilt thing. Why didn't I save him? Diana, you had no way of knowing what was going to come next. It was all a part of a calculated plan. He was wielding a knife too. Anyone would have done the same. Did he really bring a knife for self-defense? Usually a comment of that, like that, would have been gotten a rise at a grace, but she stayed completely silent. I can't let it end. Wolfgang's kindness, I can't let everyone forget about it.
That's how it is.
That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone will remember what Wolfgang did for us. I never thought about the lengths my talent can go. The ability to change others' appearances to be the best versions of themselves. It's always been someone else who sits in front of the mirror. I never really put myself in that place. Diana, you okay? If I can't save Wolfgang, then at the very least, maybe I can live for him.
Believe me.
You didn't do anything wrong, Diana.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I can do this. I can fulfill the life he wasn't able to live.
Like a chameleon, I will adapt.
Eloise, why you look so judgmental?
I'll follow in
We're not-
Wolfgang's footsteps and continue what he wasn't able to accomplish.
Is that actual sunlight?
I'll become something new.
Chameleon! Tears were running down Diana's face, but her expression, somehow she still looked so determined. I couldn't understand it. Despite everything she's been through, here she was making some silly vow about continuing Wolfgang's legacy. Acting like she's a hero from a storybook. Has this girl lost her mind? Damon, I swear to fuck. Damon, you be polite to this young woman. She's putting her heart out. Wolfgang and Eva, neither of them deserve this. I won't let what happened to them happen to anyone else here.
Won't back down.
For both of their sakes, I will save everyone from this killing game.
Kidding me.
Oh, take this seriously, will you?
What?
That's usually how Danganronpa works, you know, like, you know, we all, like, make some cheesy stuff.
Can this get any worse?
It seems your peers aren't much in the mood for heroic monologues.
Moving on.
Anyhow, it's been a long day. The crime scene has been cleaned up. Unless you have any further questions for me, you are all free to return to your dorms.
Mm-hmm.
So, any further questions?
Get lost.
Ingrates.
Now, where have I heard that one before? In all seriousness, I'll take that as an F.
Good evening.
Alright, until next time, everyone. Just like the last time Tozu walked over to the throne.
Isn't this lovely?
By the way, you're safe to ride the elevator back up. We set it back to its default mode. What you glimpsed before was simply the punishment mode. On that ominous note, he was lowered underground. Hey guys, should we just go back to our rooms? It's about time we draw this day to a close. Good idea. Diana, I appreciate what you were trying to do. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have a moment. People silently made their way to the elevator, horror and despair etched on their faces. It was clear today's events would not be forgotten so easily. And then there was me. Everything I've been ruminating over, the devastating images which had been plaguing my mind. Wolfgang's murder, the trial, Eva dying right in front of me, swallowed by a pit of fire. It all retreated to the corner of my mind. The only thing I could focus on now were those 5 words. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps. Hearing those words come from Diana after everything that's happened, seeing her raise her chin and act so tall and proud, just like Wolfgang once did. It pissed me off. Damon? What the fuck? Beneath the veil of hypocrisy. 14 surviving members. To be fair, I did call it. If you look back at the VODs, I did call it. To be continued. Yes, I would like to save. Oh god, guys. Holy shit. That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna say... that... Okay. Final thoughts as I wrap up chapter 1. Once again, there is no chapter 2 right now. We are still waiting for the release on that. But this chapter took a year to make, so we're going to be waiting a little bit. But that's fine. I'm going to be playing these chapters as they come out. Definitely, because oh my god, that was insane. I can't wait for the entire game to be fully finished. Holy shit, dude. This game has been marvelous. The characters, the dialogue, it's all so spot on, dudes. What the f... okay. So many fucking talented people worked on this, and it's fucking incredible to watch. I did like really figure out who done it, I just didn't want to admit it to myself. It played exactly like a Danganronpa trial, where I was dreading every single dialogue box. My like actual chest became to feel light. It gave me the exact same feelings it used to did when like my favorite characters would die in Danganronpa. It is perfectly capturing that essence of what Danganronpa was and what we love about it. I'm really trying to think of gripes or like cons, but like literally no. I would recommend this, but if you watch this, you've just seen it all already. But if you are a very forgetful person, I really recommend giving it a shot on your own. It's so fucking fantastic, dude. It's incredible. The music. Oh my god, I'm gonna be listening to this on Spotify. It was all so good. It being Eva was heartbreaking. The execution was hard to watch, but that's the mark of a really good execution. The references, the dummy at the end was the first kill. Yeah. There was a dummy. There was a dummy. And you. I gotta open tomorrow. I gotta get off. This has been really fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. At the end of the math girl's death. Oh, the girl that the dummy at the end was the first kill. At the end of the math girl's death, they reached out her hand. It was the dummy. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering what that was. Oh boy, this entire thing. If you're like watching this, I really recommend watching back the VODs, or at least playing yourself. Cause oh my god, I love this chapter. This chapter was so good. It was so fucking intense. I didn't think I'd like get so invested. It's been a long time since I got invested in a story like that. Especially since the last Danganronpa game. But I'm glad you guys were along for the journey. Thank you for everyone being in chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream on Twitch twice a week, usually on Tuesdays and Fridays, or whenever I get the chance, really. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to check out the Twitch or check out the Discord. If you're watching on Twitch right now, feel free to check out the Discord. If you're on the Discord, feel free to check me out because I'm very attractive. I'm so excited for the next chapter. I don't know when it's gonna release, but I'm assuming a very long time. And I am going to go. I'm gonna see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye. And I recommend them all. Alright, bye.